Is up, everyone? Happy Thirsty Thursday! Oh, there he is. I had to wait for Todd to get up here. Get him pulled up here in a second. There you go. And oh,
as usual, Raj, you got to wait on my dumbass. I was waiting for the link. I was like,
to the group.
I was like, "Where's the link at?" He's like, "It's the same one." It's like, "I remember you saying that now." After you, was like, "Okay, never mind."
We're fancy now. We got individual studios for individual shows. So yeah,
right
right there. But
kind of bougie like that.
Getting back on track again, right? Trying to do something, trying to mix it up a little bit and try to have something grow out of what we're doing here. We never have been able to define really outside of drinking some beers or drinking some whiskey or drinking some. We never had a show where we did wine,
We haven't. No, we haven't.
Like, something like that.
Not really sure why, but we never have. Oh, lose you? Oh, I can't hear you now. Can you hear me? Always something. I can't hear you. If you can hear me, I don't know.
I know you can hear me now.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, it was something with my voice mic keeps screwing up. I might have too many things happening. My computer's crashing.
It's like you went blank. I was like, maybe it was me again. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, it did it with the voice mod. I moved something and it was like made that Windows crash sound. So
I gotcha. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're coming through fine. So
okay.
To that point, I'm trying to avoid having to buy another PC. I just may have to. This one's hanging on to Windows 10. Like, I got more time.
Yeah, just hang on just a little longer. Just a little longer.
They haven't cut my Windows 11 off yet. I'm good. Shout out to JT in the house. Cheers, JT. What is happening, my friend?
What's up, JT?
Happy Thursday to you. And yeah, it's been I know where you're at and where I'm at. It's been a cold ass week. Cold, snow, frigid temperature. I don't like waking up at -1 degree. That's cold.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. It's like should not be this cold.
But at least you don't have to go outside the house, though. At least you can stay in and work. I got to go out and drive in this nonsense.
Yeah, got to go out and start the car and drive. I did go out and run an errand earlier, but by the time I went out, it was 20 degrees, which felt like a heat wave at that point, So, but yeah, getting up when it's -1, no, thank you. Shout out to Parson in the house. Cheers. And because it's been such a dog down type week, I actually got a flying dog to start off with for my first beer tonight.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah.
When is that when they're raging bitch?
No, it could have worked for this week though, but this is the Double Dog Double IPA, 12% ABV. So I've actually featured this on the channel before. Check this out. Put it over here. See if it works. Bam! I got a beer can cam now over here working right now too.
So look at you.
Look at that. Yeah, we try to do some different stuff here. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. But I haven't had this in a number of years. Did a review on it. If anybody wants to see the review, it's on the channel. But yeah, Double Dog, Double IPA. So looking forward to getting to that one.
We used to get a lot of Flying Dog here, but I don't know that we actually get it anymore.
I mean, they still got distribution. They may have changed it up, so it might be limited on where you can kind of get it at.
Probably. It's probably.
Then I also have another beer, which will be my first time actually trying this beer, although I have to do a review on the channel. But it's when I finally say, you know what, let's go ahead and grab it because I haven't drank it yet. And I've been doing other beers from the series, so stay tuned for that one. Both of these are stovepipe cans, which, come on now. We were already pushing at 9%, and then we were at 9.5%. We need to put a 12% ABV beer into a 19.2 ounce can. I mean, obviously we can.
Why not? I guess is what, you know.
A couple of these, you're getting some people lit real easy, real cheap. Like, I think this was like $3.59 or something a can. So,
I mean, honestly, it's like, should we? Probably not. We do a lot of things we shouldn't do. You know that. So it's like, why not? Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Just because we can doesn't mean we should, right? So.
Very true. Very true. And most of the time we probably shouldn't, but yet we're going to anyway.
Most of the time, yeah.
Oh, nice, JT.
Yeah, I got the Bullet Bourbon out for a nice old fashioned. I do enjoy some old fashions from time to time getting out. Actually, I had one out, but last, I think it was during the Midwest Beer Show Saturday night. I was drinking New Riff. I think it's 8-year straight Kentucky bourbon that we got when we bought the house here. That our real gave to us as a housewarming gift. So, and that is pretty smooth. I mean, I haven't had New Riff, just a New Riff whiskey in a while, and yeah, that one you just sit there and just keep sipping on that, get the nice little bit of a caramel coming through, and yeah, it's put it on the rocks and just chill. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, just a little nice sipper.
Yeah, I can use some more bourbon in my life. There you go. But
so I am also drinking a double IPA.
We're getting lit tonight, folks.
This one is from Trillium.
Trillium.
It's called Dallas.
Trillium better now. Nice.
No. So this is one of their So I've told you about the liquor store we have here that gets out of production. I don't know, not say out of production beers, but I don't know. They get a bunch of beers in for a discounted price.
Right.
So it's one of those that got like a 4-pack of for like $4 or whatever it was, like a Rajay deal.
Oh shit! Rajay deal in the house.
So yeah, so this is a double IPA with Sauvignon Blanc grape juice.
Oh, we talking about?
And it comes in.
Bougie.
And it comes in.
Bougie.
It comes in at 8.5%.
Oh, nice.
So you're speaking of the wines, I might as well, speaking of.
Funny how that stuff works out. Just kind of tied into it. No game plan was made before this show, folks. It's just it just seems to happen around here. So yeah, let me crack open the Double Dog. They should do a Double Dog and Tommy Dog remix of that. That's what they should do.
So you said that one was 12%, right?
Yeah, 12% of this one.
Yeah, doing like we do, we always start out low.
Yeah, right. Got it at my local BP. So yeah.
Nice.
Gas stations in Ohio. Yeah.
I know those gas stations there are pretty legit.
Yeah, they had like 3. I didn't get it this time yet. I'll probably get it at some point, but they had like 3 4-packs of the Hop Slam still left. But I don't know. I feel like Hop Slam, I enjoy it, but I feel like at this point it's got an overhype to it. I don't chase it down. I try to pick it up. I can get it at Kroger. I can get it all kinds of places. I just feel like it's got that stigmatism to it. Like it's good, but it's like I'm not going to go out of the way to have to hunt it down or pick it up.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like you really don't have to hunt it down anymore. You just see it on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like before, I remember when it first started coming out, we started getting it around here. It's like if you didn't get it, I'm going to say within the first 3 or 4 hours that hit the shelves, you wasn't getting it because it was gone, and especially at other liquor stores, like it was gone. I remember I have to have my mom or Shannon sometimes even go grab me. Hey, I need you to get some of this because by the time I get off work, it ain't going to be there.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray in the house.
What's up, Ray?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because even like, Hop Slam is now in that zombie dust type area where it's kind of like it's legendary, but it's kind of like not where I have to hunt it down type legendary anymore. So it's kind of not like it's on par with everything else. It's just hunt isn't there as much. The hunger isn't there as much, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And I'm like you though. If I see it, happen to see it, I'll definitely pick it up. I'm not waiting in line for it to come out. Like you might have had 2 years and years ago.
Yeah, and probably by the end of the weekend, I'll probably have it. So I got to make some room in the beer fridge, which means I'm going to start going through some cellar stuff probably at some point here.
Now I haven't been out to look, so I'm assuming we've got it here, but I haven't even been out to look to see if we have it.
Just came out in the last, I think, like couple weeks or so.
Yeah, so our distro's always behind, it seems, so we probably haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, and we had some other 3 Floyd stuff in our local BP too, but I didn't grab it. Not like your regular zombie or alpha or gumball, but they had some other stuff that looked pretty decent. So they get the BP dudes, they get stuff in. They actually have a thing there where they tell them what you're looking for. They'll try to order it for you too, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So,
dang.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone drink actually. I just think they just stock it and stuff, right? Yeah,
that sounds better than half the liquor stores we have around here.
Yeah, it's so funny. Their BP too is like no more than 2 kids in at a time. At their store or whatever. I'm like, you should put that out on breweries. No more than 2 kids in a brewery at a time. Sorry, we're at capacity. Oh, I joke. Kids can go to breweries, I guess, but
it's definitely a touchy.
You're going to bring them. Yeah,
definitely a touchy subject amongst some, for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of funny when I talk to some of the breweries about that, and it's just like, oh yeah. It's like they want to say stuff they really don't want to say, but
see, I mean, I kind of fall in the middle of where I've sort of, I don't really care one way or the other, honestly, as long as they're behaved,
behaved, and
sitting, whatever, not just up running around, and parents are expecting all the other patrons there to watch their kids for them so they can drink beer. No, that's not good. But at the same time, I see it from the brewery side. It's like, yeah, if we don't let kids in, then we might lose X amount of business when they obviously need the business now. So,
yeah, I mean, that can be a part, but some breweries, they're putting up the hours where they have to be there a certain time, and they're still doing okay. So it just depends, I guess. I mean,
like I said, I can see both sides of it. Like I'm in the middle. I don't really care either way, as long as, like I said, as long as they're behaving themselves and they're not bothering me or whatever.
Yeah. I think if you're a parent with kids, it's kind of a read the room kind of thing there too. So, because I mean, some breweries are definitely more adapted for kids being there than some others.
And also, like I said, and also see the other side of the argument. It's like, I don't want to be around kids. I'm going to go to an adult-only kind of hangout and have my beer and not have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So I see both. And I don't think either side's wrong. I just think it's just, I guess, whatever your opinion falls. I don't, I'm okay either way, honestly.
Some people are like, I left my home to get rid of kids, to get away from the kids, right? It's like, I'm here and there's kids.
Right. And then that's part of this. Yeah, that's part of it for sure.
Yeah, but how's it going down there right now with the weather and all that kind of stuff? As far as like the snow's not anywhere here, but it's just
the road. Right? I mean, the roads are cleared off pretty good. There's still some like side road neighborhood type things that aren't, weren't cleaned off, and they're still got that compacted ice and snow on them now.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most of the roads are cleared off. And now the problem we're running into now is like it's melting during the day. And then as soon as the sun goes away, then it freezes up again. So you always have to watch yourself in the morning because of, on the commute because of the ice.
Oh, yeah.
So, but outside of that, it's been fun. We our work closed down Monday, which I think pretty much everybody around here was even, restaurants and stuff like that. They were all pretty much closed. So,
yeah.
But since then, it's been pretty good. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the stuff had closed down Monday, and then like some of the breweries or restaurants were Monday, and then opened up late Tuesday, depending on where they were at. So, but I mean, here what we actually got wasn't as bad as it would have been in other stores in the country. Like watching the news tonight, like Mississippi, like they're not used to that at all, like snow or ice, that kind of stuff, and they've been having like 4 or 5 days without power, I guess. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In the South, where you're supposed to be warmer and stuff. And I just saw this weekend, like they're supposed to get freeze warnings through Florida. So our buddies down there will be getting hit too. So Dave's TV, you're ready to bundle up a little bit more, my friend.
I mean, it gets cold when it's 40, 50 degrees, let alone.
Oh, poor Brian. Poor Brian's gonna be nowhere to go in Georgia. He's all like curled up like a ball in the corner.
Yeah, he'll be crying like a little baby. Oh, where's the sun? Just kidding, Brian. Just kidding.
Yeah, so interesting to see all the different weather and stuff. You know what? So this week, the other night, was it last night? Night before last? Actually, last night. All these years I spent on the planet Earth, and all the different ways I thought or seen about having hot dogs, I decided to make hot dogs a different way last night because I went online, like the best way to make a hot dog.
Let me guess.
Now in my 56, almost 57 years on the planet, I never knew one of the best ways to do it was.
Let me guess before you say it.
Okay.
You split it down the middle and fanned it out and put it in the skillet and did it that way. I
didn't cut it down the middle or fan it out. Although there is the thing I've scored them before, like to put the slices in them. But I've seen them when they were like split, but I've never done the split. But I've done the score before, and I've actually fried or put them on the grill. But I actually did it with butter last night. So I put butter into the frying pan. You let the butter melt, and then you put the hot dogs in for about like 10 minutes, get them all brown all over. Gives it that crispy outside, but it keeps the juices inside, and it gives it like a nice little snap to it. So I was like, well, I'll give this a try, and I did it, and ended up getting done and having it, and I was like, oh my fucking, no one told me this in my 56 years on this earth.
Right. I've never heard of it before. So, hey.
I've done them in the air fryer. I've done them on the grill. I've boiled. And boiling, they say, is the worst way you should ever make a hot dog, which, again, nobody really explained that to me before.
No, I mean, I haven't boiled one in forever because I knew that then. But as a kid, that's all the way you ever had them was in a boiled on the stove.
Yeah, it's like they said because of the sogginess. Or I never really looked at the sogginess before, but then I thought about it compared to having to fry like this or putting them in the air fryer, the crisp feel that you get on the outside. I was like, I can see that now. Would have been nice if someone would have pointed that out years ago, but yeah,
you're right.
I feel like I've been a lie when it comes to hot dog world.
Now, if I can't grill them, then air fryer. We put them in the air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer is a good way to go. I like the air fryer to use them for that as well. But yeah, it was a new experience, and I was on board with it. So, what's up, Donner? Cheers, my friend. Great to see you.
What's up, Donner?
Happy Thursday. Yeah, it's just I don't know anybody else has ever done that out there. If so, let me know. Like Kettle's in the house. Like Kettle, have you ever? No, he's doing everything on a barbecue usually. On the
I was going to say seeing them pop up just made me think of that. I was like, now I have done like steaks and cut them up into like bite-sized pieces and put those in the air fryer. And man, those turn out good. Those turn out good too, especially when it's cold like this and you can't get outside to put it on the grill. I'll throw it in the air fryer. I've done steak and I've done pork chops in there also.
Like little steak nuggets, basically.
Kind of. Like I pre-cut it all before, I don't put them in as a whole piece. I pre-cut them all into like, little bite-sized squares or whatever, and then throw them in there. And I don't know. I cook them for a couple minutes, shake it up, cook them for another couple minutes, and they're, like a good medium or So whether or not, like shoe leather or anything, but they're still got some pink in the middle of them, and it's just kind of a thing. You just kind of watch it just to make sure they're not getting overly done, and but it turns out good. Like I like them that way. In fact, she's always, if I do a pork chop or something, she's like, "You putting it in the air fryer?" I was like, "Well, I will." Especially since it's cold out right now,
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just easier that way because you don't want to feel like going back in and out outside. Just throw it in there and kind of set it and forget it for a minute, and you're done.
Right. But no, it was. I've done a steak before in the air fryer, but never did with the cut up like the nugget pieces. So that's interesting. And Kettle says never too cold to grill. I'm grilling a tri-tip right now.
Kettle, that is true. So, you're not wrong,
but before you got on, I was talking about last night for the first time. I actually went online to see about doing a hot dog in a skillet, and I was seeing the best way. I went on to say, what's the best way to make a hot dog? They all got the AI type thing, and number one was on the grill, but number two was the skillet method. And so I put butter in the pan and I put the hot dog in it, and it actually was one of the better ways to make a hot dog. And the good old Nathan's bun length hot dog, and it was really nice, So
I feel like I've done them in the skillet, but I've never done them where I've added butter into it.
I've done it in the skillet.
Butter always makes it better, It's kind of like bacon. You can't go wrong with either one of those. Hey, there you go. Do both. Yeah. Do some bacon and butter, and then hey.
I've seen people do bacon fried hot dogs like on the grill or in the oven before. I've never done it, but I've seen people that have done that way. But the hot dog thing, it was pretty decent how it actually turned out. So, something a little bit different. So if you get it to try to make a hot dog, and you got the frying pan, the butter, put the butter in the pan, let the butter melt down, put the hot dogs in, give it about 6 to 10 minutes, put it on like a medium, between medium low to medium heat, and just turn it as it goes over that time so you get them all browned around. I think you might be pleased with how it turns out. So, that was just an interesting thing that didn't have on my bingo card for 2026. I was going to make hot dogs.
Nice little surprise.
But speaking of hot dogs, favorite side for a hot dog? Is it the traditional like baked beans? Is it potato chips, potato salad? What would be your favorite side dish? And then we'll talk toppings afterwards.
Side dish? No, again, it kind of depends. Do I just want to make it something quick and easy? I'll throw a couple dogs in the air fryer and eat some chips with it.
Just some potato chips, straight up potato chips?
Yeah. And then sometimes
any type of flavor of chips?
Nah, a lot of times I like them. I like to just do like. Now this is probably weird for most people, but I like to take just like a plain Ruffle potato chip.
Yeah.
And use and dip it in ketchup.
That I've actually seen people do that before. Isn't that really as far fetched when you think about French fries and ketchup?
Well, I mean that's kind of that's kind of that's kind of my play on it. It's like it's not a French fry, so I just do the chip, and I was like, okay, it's just more like a crispy French fry at that point.
Now, if we were like Ray in Canada, we'd have ketchup chips because they don't have them in the States for whatever reason. But in Canada, they have the ketchup chips that we all enjoyed when we were up there.
Ketchup and mustard chips or something. Yeah. I don't know. I think I saw them here one time just when like Lay's was putting them out as their, and they had a couple of different flavors there within a month's time or whatever. And I think we had them I don't know if we can get them all the time. And honestly, I don't ever look for them. So can't say.
We do have the all dress chips now, though. Which is kind of like the ketchup, but it's not just ketchup, I think.
But outside of that, my second go-to is, I don't know, let's say 1A, 1B, besides if I just don't use it with chips. I like to make like some macaroni and cheese with it.
Oh, with hot dogs, really? Okay.
Yeah. Or I'll do just French fries or whatever.
French fries, I think, would be a common one to actually do there too. Yeah. I never thought about macaroni and cheese with that. And I can see macaroni salad I've done before, but I don't think I've ever done like macaroni and cheese with the hot dog.
Yeah, just like regular O, and then probably as bad as it is. I know it's bad, but I guess it's maybe the childhood nostalgia, whatever. Like just the Kraft in the box, like the powdered whatever, the powdered cheese or whatever.
Yeah.
Just the shit on macaroni and cheese. But I still like it though. I still like it for whatever reason. Like it's not the best, but it's just that hot dogs and macaroni and cheese reminds me of like when I was a kid.
I won't do the spam in the can, but I'll do the blue box mac. Don't worry about that.
See now you're talking. You brought the spam up. I wasn't going to, but you brought it up. So
I won't.
I like to slice it up and fry that in a pan and eat that with macaroni and cheese also.
Oh, Ray says, smoked a small brisket this past Sunday. Had to keep shoveling my way to the lower deck. Yeah, the path you made. I think you put it on Instagram, right, in our group, didn't he? When he had to make a way out to the. No, that was who did this? Somebody else did a picture of them shoveling. I think it was John and Nelly had a picture on his YouTube.
Okay, because I don't remember seeing. I was gonna say.
Yeah, John and Nelly did a shoveling to his shed so you can go out there and drink beer. So,
well, priorities, right? Priorities.
So, shoveling to a grill or shoveling to a shed, I'd understand that. Kel said baked beans for me, and I had baked beans with the hot dogs, which were actually pretty decent as well. They were
and I like baked beans with them as well.
Yeah, but I think that's like that's just traditional to have. Like, have you ever put the baked beans on the hot dog?
Not well. Depends on which way you look at it. I've actually sliced the hot dog up and put it in the baked beans before, but never poured the baked beans on the hot dog.
Yeah, but you do beanie weenies. You do the beanie weenies. You have no.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. I've done it with the baked beans on the hot dog before too, which adds a little bit of a nice little bite to it. I mean, it's all going to the same spot, but when you put them together, it does add a little bit of a flavor kick up, I think.
I guess technically that'd be like the adult version of beanie weenies, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. With beanie weenies as a kid was always like a little treat there too. So beanie weenies. And I used to be I will say back in the day when we were kids, they used to have the SpaghettiOs with the wieners, like the SpaghettiO and Frank's. I was not a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of that one. I was more the SpaghettiO with meatballs back then.
Yeah.
Than I was with the Franks.
Now, I didn't dislike the ones with the Franks, but I'm with you. I like the ones with the meatballs better.
Yeah. And I used to like their raviolios versus like regular chef ravioli. I don't know why, but I preferred the Franco-American. That was just me. But I'd say for me, as far as the side, I mean, baked beans are kind of French fries, I would say as well. You mentioned mac and cheese. I mentioned macaroni salad, so I've had that before. I had potato salad, good potato salad can go with the hot dogs. I mean, potatoes, just like if you're doing chips are fine. I usually do chips. If I do chips, I like to get like a barbecue chip or something like that sometimes. But then to really decide which side you really need, it depends on how you're actually topping the hot dog. So, like the hot dogs I made last night, I actually put on mustard, coleslaw, because that's a West Virginia thing right there, and then onion. And for you guys in Chicago, cover your ears, because yes, I did drop the ketchup on it too. So I don't care what they say in Chicago, JT. I'm putting ketchup on my hot dog. But as far as like if I had my favorite, like if I had to limit yourself to 3 favorite toppings, what would you put on your hot dog?
See, for me, and I definitely wouldn't be allowed back in Chicago again. I usually just put ketchup on it and I'm done. Usually, or I do like to fix like make like a chili dog and put chili sauce on it.
Okay. Like chili with cheese and ketchup, or
and then I'll do cheese. But usually, if I do the chili dog sauce, I'll put the cheese on it. But I usually don't do the ketchup also.
Gotcha. So
I usually only do ketchup if it's just on the hot dog, nothing else on it, except for maybe cheese. But that's usually it for me. I'm kind of a plain Jane kind of guy.
I'll take the nugget and fries, and that's all I want. I used to work with one of the guys, and he'd always get like, we go out for lunch and stuff, and he'd get like a cheeseburger. And he'd be like, I just want a cheeseburger. Just the cheese, just the burger. And they'd be like, well, you want lettuce and onion, tomato? Like, no, just the cheese and just the burger. Like he was just like, he didn't want anything else on it, but just that. So yeah. Like
Shannon's dad always makes fun of her brother out there. Not really make fun of him, but it's his little joke. He's always like, Donnie, I remember when he was a kid, you always wanted a cheeseburger with no cheese. And he's like, wouldn't that just be a hamburger? He's like, no, I want a cheeseburger with no cheese. So it's kind of like a running joke or something. I don't know if that actually happened or whatever, but it's always funny whenever he brings it up.
That's pretty funny there. I think it depends on what I'm doing with the hot dog. If I had to limit to 3 toppings, right? So if it's something I'm going with chili, it might be just like a chili cheese onion or chili cheese and mustard, depending. If it's something where it's like the ketchup's on it, then it's usually like ketchup, mustard, and onion, or ketchup, mustard, and maybe chili. But when I put like coleslaw, I put like coleslaw. I'll put ketchup and mustard in there usually. Occasionally, I'll get relish or something like that. That might be something I might pop into the mix. I've done it where I put a pickle in there, like Chicago style.
See, I'm not a pickle person. I don't like pickles, so.
Yeah. So relish is out for you. So yeah.
Yeah, so I don't eat relish. I have done like a chopped up jalapeno and did jalapeno on it before.
I've done jalapeno as well.
Just kick a little spice to it or whatever. That was pretty good. I don't do it. I haven't done it very often, but I have done it before.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to juice. I mean, it's a hot dog, right? So you try to juice it up how you can, different ways and stuff. But and if people call it like a struggle food, I guess. But it's like, I guess, but it's like you go to ballparks, everybody's eating hot dogs, and not everybody's struggling that's eating a hot dog there, right? So
yeah, right. Especially these days, you ain't struggling if you're in a hot dog at the ballpark, or if you're just at the ballpark in general. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Yeah.
I think it's a misnomer to call it a struggle food. So yeah. Shout out to JV in the house. Cheers, my friend.
JV?
Great to see you, brother.
I'm just thinking JV the other day. I think I saw his Facebook post or something, I guess maybe about their weather.
Yeah, him and Blake in Arkansas, they've gotten crazy weather coming through. They're not used to that either. So
I was just thinking, but it was like, man, we haven't seen JV on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So cheers, brother. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, great to see you, my friend. Now, Ray brings up an interesting point, too. Chips go on the bun with the dog. I've never put chips on a hot dog, but I have put chips on a hoagie before, like inside with the meat and all that kind of stuff and the lettuce and tomato. And that's actually pretty good. You get that crunch when you're taking those bites.
I was gonna say I've done them on like ham or deli sandwiches, but I've never done a hot dog either. But may have to try that now.
I don't even think I've done it on a hamburger even, but yeah. May have to try it on a hot dog as well. Get the chips right in there and get that little crisp bite. Got Az in the house. Cheers, Az. Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, coleslaw also. Yeah, the West Virginia hot dog is like coleslaw usually. And most people will do mustard. Some people might do occasionally ketchup, depending. And then chili sometimes. Like, yeah. They got some pretty good hot dog spots down there. Oh, yeah. Ketchup chips are my fave. Yeah. Those ketchup chips, I should have brought some back. I was like the only one I think that are bringing back any ketchup chips. I just didn't think about it when we had headed out. But yeah, there was a ton of ketchup chips that were around for the get together. Which is so funny because, Canada, much like Europe, they don't like a lot of the stuff that we eat over here. So they limit coming to stuff. But then they get some crazy stuff like that. We can't get it in the States. It's like, how's that happen? We should be able to get some ketchup chips.
Shane and Sue-Ann are coming back down here in a couple months. I'm going to have to tell him, hey, bring me some ketchup chips down this time when you come.
Yeah. Too bad they're not coming down when it's Bachfest time. That would be awesome. Unless they come down to the one you have in Indiana. Then we'll put
I'll have to keep an eye out on that one again.
Yeah. Mac and cheese or baked beans are solid choices. Yes, both are. Shout out to you, Ryan, as well. And great video there. If you didn't catch Ryan and Cincy Brewdads, they released their video this past week where we were at Nine Giants Fermentorium. Moi was a co-star on their video or a cameo on their video for a couple of the reviews. It was a cool time, great time,
Nice.
and look to get together again here. Todd's mic volume is airport runway. Rod Jason's on library. It's loud, very loud. Cheers, guys. I'm on, so I'm the lower one right now.
What?
Todd's out there paging Mr. Smith. Paging Mr. Smith. Please return to the.
Does it sound that loud? Does it sound that loud?
It's a little louder than maybe me, but it should be on automatically setting your audio. Let me take a look here. Yeah, it's not on auto adjustment, but it still might be coming through a little bit more.
That's because I got my microphone hooked up tonight.
Cut up the dogs, put them in the mac and cheese craft dinner bowl. I've never put hot dogs in mac and cheese. Now, Todd, you're a mac and cheese and hot dog thing. You've done that before.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yes, you can't go wrong on that, and I do like that.
Okay, I haven't done it with the mac and cheese now. Because the bean weenies has made a run at that, but I've never seen the mac and weenies. I haven't seen that come out. So I don't know how many people do that out there.
Now you're going to try it, aren't you? Now you're going to try it.
You know, there was a time
I'm like Ray, though. But I'm like Ray. It's got to be the Kraft mac and cheese. You know, like the old cheap in the blue box. Kind of just, I don't know. It's got to be.
Yeah, like in like many kids back in the college days, when you went to college and you find out you were maybe struggling on a few dollars, we all became master chefs of the low end cuisine at some point, right? So we had like 50 different ways on how to make mac and cheese, but we never did it with putting hot dogs in it. I don't remember that one. That would have been one to get in there, but we've done all the other kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Definitely feel you'd have known that if you would remember that if you had done it.
I probably, yeah. I mean, I may have done it and may have forgot. We may have been drinking, so I may have forgot we actually did that because it's like you're in college, you drink, you party, you get back to the house, and you're like, I'm hungry. You just start scrapping through. So I got a box of mac. We got some hot dogs in here. Let's put them together, you know.
Drinking can get in the way for sure.
Yeah. And again, at West Virginia, we drank the beer, but we also drank Everclear. So not every memory has been memorized and remembered, which is another good thing that we didn't have social media back then, because who knows where we were at and doing whatever we were doing. So best hot dog side, old style, and seats along the third base line.
Ooh, there you go, JT. I can't argue with that one either. But back in the day, that had to be that was Chicago, though. You can only get old style there. But.
Yeah, beer is always a great pair for the hot dog or a sausage. I mean, with that saltiness of the meats that goes with the beer, especially a lager. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, you know. Now, I've paired a lot of beers with a lot of sausages over there. I mean, who hasn't? So, you know, ball game, Oktoberfest, beer festival, you know, opportunities present themselves.
Right. Unlimited.
Todd is usually quiet. Ray's getting in on it.
I can't win.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody can hear me tonight. That's all.
Yeah. Well, appreciate that. Says Jesus loves you. Nobody should bully you. You're the best person in the whole entire universe. I think so too. I think everybody should hear that, though. Everybody should be that. Everybody should be recognized. You know, we had a sad thing that happened here in Cincinnati last night. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you saw it on the news down there or whatever, but at the Ohio River, like about, I don't know, around 9 or 10 maybe at night or whatever, somebody like down by the ballpark, they drove their car into the river.
Oh no! River. Oh wow!
Like off of Pete Rose Way, and they had to call out Boone County Service and Cincinnati, like Boone County, like dive team and all kinds of stuff, and they ended up fishing a car out of the water. I think it was probably around 2 a.m. There was one person that was inside of it that did it. So yeah, you never know who may need to hear those words. So thank you there for sharing, because everybody should feel, you know, they should feel bullied and should feel they have an opportunity to go forward and live a good life. So yeah.
So Rod, so was it intentional then, or did they just miss the turn and go, or whatever?
I mean, we have the well, you've been to Cincinnati, so you know, like down by the stadium, we have like an underground where they go out to they put the boats into the water and stuff, right? So if you have a boat, you drive under the little whatever driveway, beltway, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can get your boat into the water, and they just came right out of that and went right into the water. Now I don't know, obviously, if there was a car malfunction or if they were just committed suicide. I mean, they caught it on the news from some of the surveillance type cameras, and they just pretty much went right in, and it was just like it was sad. And then they kind of just sunk down, and like they pulled them out like 5-6 hours later or whatever. But you never know what people are going through. So, you know, that's what I said. You should always provide words of encouragement. Chef Boyardee ravioli for me was Chef Boyardee's traditional. You know, I didn't hate on Chef Boyardee and their ravioli. I mean, I just preferred raviolios, but I got ravioli as well, or spaghetti and meatballs. And interesting story about Chef Boyardee is on the History Channel. We've talked about this show in a while, Food That Built America. They actually have an episode about the guy that Chef Boyardee was based off of actually being a real chef from Italy that came over here. So
I've seen that one actually. Actually, I think I probably saw it, caught it after we talked about it on one of the shows. That was an interesting one. It was pretty good.
Yeah. The thing I found out about a lot of those folks, though, like they pretty much got kind of screwed over in a lot of those deals, and it was the food companies that made all the money off of them. Like there's one they did on Famous Amos and the cookies. He pretty much didn't get hardly anything. They pretty much used his appearance after taking the recipes. Like, you know, just like the McDonald brothers that started McDonald's. They kind of got screwed out of their thing after a point too, you know. So I don't know, it's ruthless in the food world. I'll say that.
Wasn't that like Chef Boyardee? wasn't that a play on his name or something?
Yeah, it was Chef Boyardee. It was Boyardee.
Boyardee or something. Yeah, so they just because everybody kept pronouncing it wrong or something, they made it Boyardee or something instead. Yeah,
because we're American, that's why. Yeah, we couldn't get it right. Jeez, the Todd Mike is so loud I woke up people watching the replay.
Hey JV, you know there is volume adjustments on your whatever you're watching on, so you can always turn it down.
Turn down for what? But I had that sound on play because then YouTube like you can't play your copyright music. All right. Ray, you got a kick out of it though. So Ray and JD are teaming up on you right now.
They are teaming up. That's all right. I got broad shoulders. Climb aboard. It's fine.
Now Ray said ketchup, mustard, and shredded extra old cheddar.
Oh, there you go.
That's interesting. Why is it gotta be extra old though? Like why not just like why not just extra sharp? Or medium cheddar. You know, why is it gotta be extra old cheddar, Ray? Come on, man. Come on.
So is the extra old a little green also, or you know?
Ooh, a little bit of that mold feel to it, right? Yeah. I like my cheese a little molded. Thank you very much. One stripe of ketchup, 2 stripes of mustard, sweet relish, and chopped onion. Pickled peppers also welcome. All right, there you go, Ryan. Now I feel like that's a little OCD with the 1 stripe of ketchup and the 2 stripes of mustard. So does the ketchup have to go in the middle and the mustard on the outside because there's 2 of the mustard and 1 of the ketchup, and then you put the relish and chopped onion.
Hey, don't confuse you now. I'm getting thinking about it now. It's like, oh, what am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it wrong?
I feel like Ryan has a formula for it when he puts it together.
Looks like it.
Grilled burgers are wrong. You never go wrong with a grilled burger. A grilled burger, it's funny at least when I go to a grill out, I haven't been to a grill out in years. When I went to a grill out, it would be like, I feel like you eat a grilled burger, you can always eat another. You can always, I feel like when you're out there in that grill and it's like that summer or springtime, whatever you're doing, it's just like those burgers go down so easy when you're out there just relaxing. Like burger and beer, yeah, you just keep going. I love a good grilled burger.
For some reason, you're right with that. And like if you're out swimming or something, you always just feel like you're a bottomless pit. You're always just hungry all the time. Or drinking all the time too, or both, I guess.
Yeah. I think if I'm at an outdoor type thing, like a grill out or a barbecue or whatever it may be, 2 things I can put back with no problem, probably grilled burgers and deviled eggs. Neither one are good for the belly after a point, but deviled eggs, I love some deviled eggs. I can do some work with some deviled eggs in the grill. And of course, I'm drinking beer too, right? So the belly the next day, you don't want to be around. So yeah.
I was gonna say, eat you some deviled eggs, have you some hams, beer, and nobody will be around for days.
Oh, not the hams. You get a 30-pack of $12.99. Yeah, keep going on that one.
Hey, there's a time and place for everything, you know.
You said it was a blowout party, so here I am. Can't beat the Chicago. Chicago's hot dogs. They are good. I mean, they put a lot of stuff on it, but you know, can it be too much stuff on a Chicago style hot dog for people though? They do put a lot on there. It's kind of like when you go to some bars and they serve Bloody Marys. Like some bars are like just crazy with Bloody Mary stuff they put into it. It's just like a feast. So can you have too much on a Chicago style hot dog? I don't know. I haven't had to say it was too much anytime I've had one, but I know some people might be overwhelmed by them.
Hey, now the brewery we go to all the time with Don and Day, the Bloody Marys they make, it's like that too. They got all kinds of stuff just kind of piling out of it. It's like a salad in a glass or something. Yeah.
I see Bloody Marys with like a quarter-pound shrimp on a stick with bacon and cherry tomato and olive, like all this stuff. Like what the hell? Is this like a brunch drink? Like what is going? Like you just do one and you're like full or something. They're huge, but yeah, there's something with mimosas too. Now those things you can go for a while on, but it's just champagne and orange juice. So I don't know. I'm not huge into mimosas, but I won't pass. You know, if they're part of that brunch buffet or like that, I'm going to drink some. I'm going to drink some. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to back away from it. But
you're right. I mean,
yeah.
Who would, right? Who would?
Yeah. You know, like, it's like a mimosa there. I don't know. They're a part of it. Okay, give me one. Give me two. Give me three. Give me four. Like 1 beer, 2 beer, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers.
It's stone cold out there. Like, hey, keep them coming.
And a Bloody Mary. Yeah, no, nobody wants a Chicago handshake. Nobody does. That's just a torment. That's just torment people, I think, when it comes to Chicago, to give them that. What's up, Paul? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Pennsylvania had some of that weather that took place too, so hopefully Paul's doing okay, because Paul's back there a little bit in the woods, so that can be a little more crazy as far as how they dig people out of stuff. Yes, sir. Hopefully you've been doing well. Also, just been trying to find time to get stuff done. As you can see, we brought back the Thursday show. Did it for Friday for a while. Friday was a little bit more tougher than I know a lot of people that like to watch on Thursday, so we brought it back just to do a Thursday night here. So every couple of weeks, we're trying to ease back in. Will we go weekly at some point? Maybe. But right now, we're just getting the wheels greased again and kind of just working our way towards it. Yeah.
Don't want to overload anybody so soon.
Yeah. If I see it, I can send you some ketchup chips. So thanks. Well, I know you'll probably see them up there. I'm afraid to tell you guys to send anything, because the way Shane brings bacon down here, it's like saying, "Oh, I'll bring you guys some bacon." Like, you know, in America,
have you fixed it all yet? Are you done with that yet, or
it's all gone now? But
okay,
in the States, when we buy bacon, we buy like in these little packs, and it's like 12 to 15 strips. Well, apparently, where Shane gets his bacon in Canada, they pretty much just do the whole pig and just make it all into one little package. So we bring down like a 10-pound box of bacon. It's a little overwhelming, But
now I will say I do buy it now at Sam's Club, and it's like the restaurant style bacon, which I guess maybe it's where all the restaurants get it from, and it's in a big box like that also. So I'll take it out and vacuum seal it and just put it in the freezer.
Yeah, I'll put the stuff in the freezer. It was huge.
Yeah. No, that one I definitely did the same thing too. I vacuum sealed them and put them in like just one portion.
Yeah,
because I usually put it in the oven, so like our baking sheet holds 9 pieces. So I usually vacuum seal it all for 9 pieces, so I can just take them one serving out at a time, or whatever.
Jungle Gyms has the ketchup chips. Well, shit. Now, Ryan, now it's like, okay, now I got to make a Jungle Gyms run. I got to go get chips when I'm there. Actually, I've got hot sauces here. I need to go check out the hot sauce room over there and get some new hot sauces, too.
As if you need a reason to go to Jungle Gyms, right?
Nobody ever needs a reason to go to Jungle Gyms. Well, yeah. At this point, going to Jungle Gyms is like a dangerous thing to do because we are in that January going to February month, so we're in the winter months. And as you know, that's when all the specialized stouts come out, right? And Jungle Gyms is going to have all that stuff there. That's when you end up going in there. You tell the wife, I'm going to get one thing, two things. I'll be right out. And if you come out with a full cart of stuff, it's like, it's seasonal.
Sorry.
I got to get it now. It's seasonal. I can't get it later on. It's limited.
Yeah, right.
I got to get it now, right?
So,
yeah.
Get it now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah. But God bless Jungle Gyms for having taps right there so you can take a break, grab a beer, and then get back up there and shop some more. Jungle Gyms is awesome for sure. Hers makes it. Yeah, I like some Hers. Growing up in Jersey, grew up on Hers. I also grew up on Wise potato chips, which were actually pretty solid too. Big in the Northeast. And speaking of the Northeast, we are about to get a Wawa like 5 minutes from the house.
Uh-oh.
I was driving down the street a couple weeks ago, or no, about like a month ago, and they had like all the construction stuff, and it basically had the sign out there, build a new Wawa. Because the other one that we got in our area, since they come here now, is about half an hour away.
Oh, okay.
Which I could go up there and get like a sub and bring it back. I mean, it'd be worth it to me to go do that. But now I'm going to have it like 5 minutes away, so I can get all the Wawa stuff again. So I'm pumped.
So there's a Wawa's, I don't know, stone's throw away from where my mom lives, and they're putting Wawa's about a mile down the road from our house. It's not open yet, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's under construction and everything like that. So yeah, I'm about to go get me some shorties and some smoothies, and they got their bakery with the donuts and the cookies and the brownies, and yeah, it's about to get a little crazy. I wonder if they'll be able to sell beer in their Wawa here, which is funny because in New Jersey, they couldn't do that in a Wawa, but they had a Wawa beer that was done with 2SP Brewing, which is really a great beer. So hopefully we'll see some of the beers being sold here, since Ohio, you can do that with convenience stores.
You would think.
Yeah. Big cheers from Paul on that one. Hers, where are you located? Do you get Hers in Canada up there, Ray? Ray knows Hers, Indiana, but they sell them here. Yeah. Which is funny because I guess we got Hers in New Jersey and then in PA, so I guess they're moving west out. So do you see Hers at your store, Todd? Where you're at in Indiana?
Yeah, we can get them.
Okay. Hers is a good chip. If it's the hottest auto blast setting, don't worry, my ears will stop bleeding at some point.
Oh Lord. JV, they make a volume button on your side of your device. You can turn it down if you need to.
I wonder, JV, are you doing commercials for McDonald's yet? You need to be.
I know, right? No doubt.
You know what I would like to see from you, JV? Because we're going to be approaching March here in a month. You need to make a Shamrock Shake is back video.
Oh, there you go.
I love Shamrock Shake. So Shamrock Shake will be here in March, JV. You got plenty of time to plan it out.
You know, as you say that, we haven't watched that video. We haven't watched that in a while.
I'm going to pull that up here, actually, since JV's here. But for those of you that don't know JV's Hangout, check out his channel and check out the McRib is back video. That is phenomenal. You would think he was
honestly,
an ad agency. Yeah.
Didn't that just come out again? Didn't that just come out recently?
It came out like in, I think, October, but I think it's going now because it comes out
December,
I believe. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it just came out again for whatever reason, but
yeah. Cool. I have to try to see if I can get Hers in Buffalo next time I jump the ditch. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if they get up to Buffalo on those, but maybe. Or check with, you know what you can do, Ray? Check with Joe, because Joe's in Buffalo with the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Never tried ketchup chips, but I'll be honest, it does sound pretty good. It actually is pretty tasty. I mean, if you're a fan of ketchup, and like you said, it's like fries dipping in the ketchup. It's just, just a potato still. So, or potato substance. I don't even know. They're making stuff in labs nowadays. I don't even know if it's real potato anymore. It might be that all natural flavor that we see in beer.
Natural flavor.
Nobody can define what it actually is. Little recipe called Hot Diggity Dots, sliced hot dogs and mac and cheese with peas and a touch of yellow mustard. My teenagers love it.
Oh,
that's interesting. Okay, so he's doing the hot dogs in the mac and cheese, the peas
with peas
and a touch of yellow mustard.
Now are those the canned peas or just like the regular, like frozen peas or whatever that you put in there? Or
what kind of peas are you using, Ryan, for that recipe? Yeah. I'm thinking if they're canned peas, you probably got to drain them, right? Because they'll be like.
I would think, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because I can see maybe throwing the frozen ones in there and kind of letting the heat from the macaroni kind of warm them up or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Look at us doing recipes on Thursday.
All right. That's what we do. That's what we do,
Oh, Ray says, sound delicious. Huh, never heard of that. Yeah, CJV, learn all kinds of things on here. Old style, that's my beer I grew up on. Yeah, old style was old school from back in the day. Oh, wow. Okay, so to the car that went in the river, Brian said he thought they believe it may have been suicide the person did. So that's sad there, yeah. And he get some old style. Just looked it up in my friendly neighborhood LCBO. Had 6 packs of 473 milliliter cans for $12.80 all in. That's cheap. All right. Now remember, Ray, we're Americans. 473 milliliter. Now you got people got to calculate shit. We're on ounces in America.
All right, turn my mic off now. Is that better for everybody?
You were fine with me before, but JV, is that fine for you, my friend?
Well, no, I just got a message from Shannon. She said Aaron as was like, I was way too loud also. I was like, okay, so I turned my mic off. Or at least I think I did.
I mean, you're talking fine. What mic did you have on there before?
Just the one that clips on.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, that might have been coming through a little bit more, but you were clear and everything. You're clear now, too. So, there, people giving you grief.
I know, right?
Cheers, JD. Welcome, my friend. It's funny because JD has a hot dog avatar. We've been talking about hot dogs tonight. I don't know if you heard us and you changed it to that or if you're already doing that, but perfect timing there, JD. I grew up in old style. I used to get a case of tall boys for $9.99 back in the day. That's a Rod J deal right there. $9.99 for a case of tall boys of old style. Even though it's old style, it's still a Rod J deal. Extra sharp is US. Extra old is how we qualify cheddar here. Oh, okay, Canada. It comes mild, medium, old, extra. Then get into qualifying it by age 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. Yeah, here it's just like extra sharp, medium, sharp, and I forgot what the other one is, but yeah. Beans, beer, and deviled egg. Sounds great, I think. Oh, it's an explosive mix, I'm sure, but yeah, just like beer, you got to know your limit. Deviled eggs and a beer, a night of that, and I'm sleeping on the couch. All right. Yeah, deviled eggs and beer together. Not highly recommended, but it's only for the strong. Let me see. Third Eye Brewing does Bloody Marys on Sunday morning with a shrimp, a slider, and a chicken wing, along with olives, celery, and so. Like I said, that's like a ton of stuff you're putting onto the Bloody Mary. So it's kind of crazy at that point. Although I am intrigued by that when they're throwing in the slider, a chicken wing, and the shrimp. I still got to get over to Third Eye, so maybe I should do it on a Sunday brunch menu day. I do have some Third Eye beers finally to do some reviews on too, by the way. I see that JV's saying he's a guitar player. I'm surprised that he is not deaf. Yeah, JV's a badass guitar player, by the way. He's got some great videos of him doing guitar. So, yeah, it's amazing, like just the talent he has. So if you get a chance, you need to watch his guitar videos. Frozen peas only, never canned.
Okay. All right. It's kind of what I figured, but I wasn't. It's kind of what I figured, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, got to be frozen. Yes, dude, canned or gross. Yeah. Nobody should really do canned vegetables, but some people unfortunately have to do canned because they're cheaper than some of the frozen stuff nowadays. 16 ounce, yeah, for the 573 milliliter. I was just 473 milliliter, as he says here, but I'm just breaking it down because here in the States we don't go by milliliter, so it's kind of like everybody does metric, but in the States we go by the empirical with the inches. I don't know why we won't change. Oh, because we're stubborn. That's why. What's up, Liz? Great to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Happy Thursday.
What's up, Liz? How you doing?
Ray says, sup, Liz? And she says, hey, back to Ray and the Alkanauts. So, yeah, interesting. Funny, we had all the conversations just off of talking about me starting with a new hot dog recipe, but it was great. That's what I love to have. That's the fun of doing this on a Thursday night, just seeing where things may actually go. We're actually before he says my can of color says pint, which is equal to 16 ounces. There you go. By the time we do the next show, it'll be after the Super Bowl. So I don't even watch NFL as much anymore, but it is an event for a lot of folks. Super Bowl, what are some of the best appetizers you like to have for the Super Bowl? Are you a nacho kind of person? Are you a chicken tender kind of person? Are you into the celery and the blue cheese? Like, what's the appetizers you want to have at your Super Bowl to watch the big game?
Chicken wings.
I knew chicken wings would be high up on there. Chicken wings are a fan favorite. And if you have
chicken wings, and I don't know, I just like.
Is there a certain flavor of chicken wings you like? Just fried chicken wings, or do you want to have like a barbecue chicken wing? Do you want it to be like an Asian zing? Do you want it to be a garlic chicken? Like,
I just like the regular buffalo style chicken wings. Just a little heat to them, and dip them in ranch.
If we're talking chicken wings, well, you brought a point. Get a little controversial on it. Is it the ranch or is it the blue cheese? What do you want to dip your chicken wing in? You said ranch already, I know, but
yeah,
like I'm a blue cheese kind of person myself.
See, my brother loves blue cheese too, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about blue cheese, but he loves it. He loves the blue cheese, and I knew you said that before too, but I was like, nah, give me the ranch. I don't want the blue cheese.
Yeah. The wife, she's a ranch person. She prefers ranch to blue cheese. But what else besides the chicken wings? What comes to mind? Good suggestions coming in. Ray's got the buffalo chicken dip, which is always good to have at the Super Bowl.
Oh, right? Yeah. There you go.
That's always good there.
Good too.
Chicken wings and nachos for show. 16 ounce. We live in a bar country. Yeah. Listen, my mom's best friend was from Myanmar, different name back then, and her chicken wings were the best I ever had. Oh, very nice, very nice.
Liz, were they deep fried or were they baked or how were they?
Chicken wings are always the answer. I'm not sure what the question is. Spicy as you can get them. Blue cheese. I need to put a poll up. Blue cheese or ranch. Not much of a finger food guy. I like a tray full of weed. If you can get a tray full of weed, that's all right too. Hanging out with Snoop and Willie.
That'd work, I guess.
But you know what? If you got a tray full of weed, you're gonna need something to munch on afterwards. So what's that going to be? Because you're gonna have the munchies.
Come on, Ray. Travesty.
Always blue cheese. Thank you, Ray. Thank you very much. Baked on the wings. Okay.
Now I guess I'm gonna have to try some blue cheese and see where we're at with it. I don't know.
Blue cheese and wings is the way to go. Now, Ryan, you had a question out here too, but I don't want to lose it because Ryan had, because we try to get away to it, somebody else brings it up. So tell Shannon we didn't bring it up this time. But he says, "What's your favorite toppings on a fried bologna sandwich?" We didn't bring it up this time, Shannon. Just saying. It's the culture. People want to know thoughts on this channel.
That is her there, though. I don't know what that name is, but
oh, that is Shannon. I thought Ryan put that up there. I was looking at Ryan's comment before.
I don't know what the D3Z is. That's a different name that I've seen on there, but
she's trying to be funny then. Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to be funny.
I was reading Ryan's comment. I thought Ryan put that up there, so that was my bad there. But so Shannon brings up the fried bologna sandwich. Is she messaging you now?
No, I was like, the name is like, is that a new name for the YouTube?
Yeah. Again, I'm going back to the beer I opened up, the 12% double IPA from Flying Dog. Do we need it in a 19.2 ounce can? Probably not, because I'm feeling it. But you know what?
Why not?
It went down real nice.
Why not?
Nice. Like, give it the old
I'm going
from vacation. That was real nice, Clark.
Real nice, Clark. Real nice. I'm gonna grab me another one too, real quick.
Yeah. So Todd's gonna grab another one there. But yeah, for Super Bowl,
just emptying the shitter. Just emptying the shitter.
Shitter's full. What are you gonna do? Maybe a fried egg. What Super Bowl party JT has a fried egg out there?
Right?
So speaking of a fried egg, to you in the audience and Todd, here's something to think about, something to deep thought on. Is a scrambled egg really just a pre-born fried chicken?
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Is a scrambled egg just a pre-born fried chicken?
A pre-born fried chicken?
Because it's the embryo when you're eating it as an egg.
Right.
But you're frying it up like it's chicken.
That's a good question.
Something for everybody to ponder on, to think about there. So, yeah.
Deep thoughts with Jack Handy.
Right? But the Ryan also says a layer of Skyline chili. Oh, you got a Masthead beer. Which one is that one?
This is the Observation Deck IPA brewed with AleSmith.
Nice. Love
7.5% ABV.
Masthead is good stuff right there. They had the jalapeno.
Yeah, Masthead and AleSmith are both great ones.
Yeah. Shout out to Ginger Yeti because they are out of Cleveland. Layer of Skyline chili and a layer of shredded cheddar on top of cream cheese. Yeah. People do like the Skyline dip as a nice thing to have for the Super Bowl party here in Cincinnati. Maybe a fried egg instead on a fried bologna sandwich. You can do a fried egg on a bologna sandwich. He calls them chicken abortions. Jeez.
Now, I'd be lying if I said I haven't had a fried egg on a fried bologna sandwich. I have done that before also, and it is pretty good.
I always like an egg on a burger for whatever reason. Like some of these places have like the 2 a.m. burger or something they'll call them, and it's like a egg, like a sunny side up egg on a burger, whatever, a couple other top, and it's just like it's always so good, especially when that yolk hits. Patrick says drive-by prediction: Patriots will win the Super Bowl. You think the Patriots will beat Seattle? I haven't really followed the league as much this year, but it seems like the Patriots have been kind of getting lucky from what I've been hearing.
Of course he's going to say that. He's a Patriots fan.
Oh, okay. He's got the homer vibe there. Okay. I mean, they might. I mean, a lot of people say Drake May has been a real deal, but a lot of people want to see Sam Darnold on this, like, having success after all the teams he's been traded through. Nice. I'm not a Skyline chili. I take it hot as canned chili. I always make my own fresh. Well, Skyline is actually a line here, Ray, as well, but you can get it canned. Next time we gotta get you through the area, so you come to Cincinnati and go to an actual Skyline. Or I like Gold Star. Skyline, there's Gold Star, there's Price Hill chili, there's Blue Ash chili, there's Pleasant Ridge chili. There's a lot of different chili places down here. So next time we got to get you down to this area, or you and Paul down to like Dayton, where his family's at too, and so you can test some of the chili. I will say the chili is not what you're going to probably think it is.
I was going to say
the chili here in Cincinnati is not like chili from around the world. So it's definitely a little bit different. If you want to get a laugh, go check out Ron White talking about Cincinnati chili. He's got a great bit that he does on it. But it's a unique taste, and I've become accustomed to it. So I do like to have conies and stuff once in a while. Not as much a 3, 4, or 5 way, but those are out there too.
Still talking hot dogs, right?
You. Yeah. I don't know where we're going right now. I was trying to say I was going for your favorite Super Bowl appetizers, but yet we're getting pulled back in towards the hot dog and the chili and the fried bologna. And then Liz like to fertilize. I'd have to be fertilized you for the egg. Cincinnati restaurant Chase sell it in canned and frozen, yes. And I did with my pick 'em on Yahoo for the second year in a row. I'm picking the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will probably, from what I know, it seems like the Seahawks are probably going to be the ones probably pull it out. Last time Darnold faced our defense, he was seeing ghosts. Look it up. There you go. Patrick sticking with his Patriots.
He is.
Some different can be compared to mine. Yours is not going to be the same, Ray. You don't have to make it. It's different. I make a good chili. Like my wife's mother-in-law loves when I make chili. Like she comes to visit, she's like, am I making chili? Like she wants to know before she gets here. It's not the same though. It's a whole different breed. You have to see it to know. I would send you some cans of it, except the cans, I think, kind of do a disservice of actually having it an actual restaurant type thing. I don't think the cans are as good as what it actually has to offer.
So our go-to brewery that we always hang out at, they're doing a big chili cook-off this Sunday coming up.
Yeah. Are you entering for it?
No, I didn't know. I didn't get in it.
I make it.
It was already full. I think they only took 20 people and it was already full. So, yeah. But again, I'm also the one that makes chili mac, I guess you could say, because I put noodles in it, so it's not technically chili. If you ask everybody else, but that's what I grew up on, so that's the way I make it too.
It's funny you said chili mac, and it made me think of like a childhood game from back in the day when it was like you would see all the girls do like the patty cake type stuff, like chili mac. It made me think of something. I don't know why it did, but it popped in my head.
All dressed in black.
Ron White's bit on the Cincinnati chili is excellent. So Cincinnati chili is a condiment? No, it's not a condiment.
It could be, I guess.
Yeah, people would take it intravenously if possible. It's like more of a sauce. So it's got like it's from a Greek recipe. It has like cinnamon and
I was gonna say, doesn't that? Yeah, I was gonna say it has cinnamon. Yeah, it has cinnamon in it.
Maybe some chocolate in it as well, but it's more like a layered sauce than what we would consider an actual chili from being outside the Cincinnati area. So it's really weird too, because Cincinnati has Skyline and Skyline has one up. I think it might go up to Dayton. I don't know if it goes much more up past Dayton. I know they got spots in Florida over towards Tampa. They tried it in other states, and other states were like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. Like, they kind of had to get rid of it. So, but it's the reason a lot of the people from Cincinnati go down to the western side of Florida, so they're able to put a spot down there and survive because they get the money when the people come down there during the winter months and stuff. But yeah, it's very unique to Cincinnati, just like Geta. Geta is unique to Cincinnati.
We had a Skyline chili here for a little while, but it didn't last very long.
That's what I'm saying. Once you get out of that little 513 radius, people are like, whoa, what are you trying to feed me here?
Now, I would go there sometimes at lunch because it was right down the street from where I worked at, and I'd go in there and, get a chili dog or whatever they're. Yeah. I think they had like a little thing and get a couple of dogs of chili, but it wasn't on a bun. It was just all in a bowl or whatever.
Yeah. Like some of the people that do like some of the
That was pretty good.
We'll get a chili bowl where it's just chili and the Frank's in the bowl.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which is kind of crazy there. Like, got no bun to soak it. I was like,
but then it was piled with cheese, and I love cheese. And I was like, man, this thing is full of cheese, like, and cheese overflow. I was like, what's going on right now?
And then they give you the crackers, and you're like Demolition Man with the toilet for the shells. Like, what do I do with these crackers? I don't know how to use the crackers.
You're right. And it's like the little, I think it was like the little oyster crackers or something,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, like Sylvester Stallone and Demolition Man. Like, what are the shells? I can't understand the shells. So, yeah. It's a nice little quirky with their chili. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying there. But I need to get another beer. You got a beer. What beer did you get?
So I got the masthead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
With AleSmith. It's a 7.5% observation deck IPA.
Well, I'm coming down on this one a little bit, but not coming down like you coming down. So I actually picked up what? The Big Hearted IPA.
Ooh, nice.
From Bell's.
You like them? You like them big ones, don't you? You like those big cans.
We'll put it on the beer can for you folks, so you can actually see it over here as well.
Well, I didn't come down too much. I only came down 1%, so it ain't too bad.
Well, this is another stovepipe can, and this one is 9.5% ABV. So, yeah, I've not had this previously, so this will be something new.
Oh, you've never had that one?
I never had this one, and I think it's the Big Hearted, basically the replacement for the Double Two Hearted they used to do. Remember, they had the Double Two Hearted for a while.
Yeah.
And they had the Big Heart. They're actually going the same way, kind of like New Belgium and the Voodoo series, where they're doing the Hearted IPA series right now, which I'm digging. The Red Heart IPA is a great red IPA if you get a chance to taste that one.
I've had that one a couple of times, and I think the first time I got it, you can only get it in the like the mix pack that they had, and that was one of their specialty ones. So I'm kind of curious to see what you think of it since you've never had it.
Yeah, so now oh my god, I did a Shane pour there. Shout out to Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. I did a Shane pour. Yeah. So
nobody's gonna be mad at that big head.
In fact, Shane will love it. Shane will be like, "Oh yeah, he's poured a beer my way." So yeah. Are you gonna go my way? There you go. There in the glass. One of the Rajay BeerVentures glass. You want to check out glassware? Check it out on the store. I do have different glassware. All right, so Ray was the last one with chili being a condiment there. So any other Super Bowl appetizers? Talked about the wings, the nachos, the skyline dip. Sliders. I gotta think some people do sliders, right? Sliders got to be on the menu somewhere.
It could be. I do these a lot at Christmas time or whatever also, but I like meatballs,
Meatballs are always a good one to actually have too. Yeah, like you do like a sweet and sour or a barbecue or
so I do like so I've always done like the chili sauce with grape jelly.
Oh.
As the sauce.
Okay.
But I have done like a teriyaki, but I have done them with like a teriyaki sauce in them also, but
nice.
But then also another one I've also done before is like the little like pigs in a blanket, like the little appetizer.
Pigs in a blanket is a solid call too. Yeah. What about shrimp cocktail? It's like shrimp cocktail, something, some parties or a little too fancy maybe to have the shrimp cocktail out there.
Yeah, right. We're not from those side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? We're not from those side of the tracks. Gotta remember, we eat spam and fried bologna here, not shrimp cocktail. No, that shrimp cocktail. No, shrimp cocktail is good though. I do like shrimp cocktail.
My bad. Different party. Shrimp cocktail, I think, is a good one to actually have there too. If you have the shrimp for it, you also have the artichoke dip. A lot of people like the artichoke dip. I'm not an artichoke dip person, but some people.
Me either. Yeah.
Ooh, sausage balls from Cheddar Bay mix.
Oh, now there you go.
There you go. That would actually work as well. And you said
And I did make.
wings.
Oh no, we actually both made those at. When was that? For our Christmas Eve party that we always have at our house. I made some of those, and then he brought some over also.
Yeah. Welcome back, Vanessa, as well. But you also
Hey,
you mentioned chicken wings, but chicken tenders could be something. Chicken strips, which is going to be another question I'm going to have here in a second. But chicken strips, I think, would be something there too if you're not doing the chicken wings. Some people might be weird about the chicken wings. Like how far do you go in the meat on the bone before you stop? Like if you go too aggressive, they're like, "Whoa, look at this guy! Look at this guy working a bone over here."
And they're like, "Oh, look at him! Oh, yeah. He's going all the way with that." It's like, "Oh, okay."
Or some of the women trying to enjoy their chicken wing, and the guys are like, "Whoa, hey, how you doing?" So
yeah, like, "Hey, you're making me uncomfortable now. I'm just trying to eat. I'm just trying to eat a wing here."
So you got to be careful with chicken wings sometimes.
Yeah.
It was the birthplace for What's Up thanks to the Budweiser commercial. You're right. It was the What's Up commercials.
What's up? What's up?
Well, I think they started it before the Super Bowl, but during the Super Bowl, they actually had it too, which was huge. They also had the frogs back then too during the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Budweiser.
That's right.
Yeah. Bud always had some pretty good ones. They have more back in the day. Nowadays, it's more like the Clydesdales, which you usually see. I always like Terry Tate office linebacker. That was always a great ad with Terry
that was a good. Yeah, that was a good one.
The ones from Monster.com were always good commercials during the Super Bowl. I always enjoyed those. People like looking for new jobs and stuff were always kind of funny and entertaining.
I wish. Do you remember when they used to have the Bud Bowl, like the Bud Bowl?
Yes.
It could be like Budweiser, Bud Light, or wasn't the Budweiser, Bud Light against each other, and the Budweiser or the Bud Bowl or whatever it was.
And then one year they had like the 32 ounce, which was like the fridge when the fridge was popping.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yes, I wish I'd bring that back because I always enjoyed that. Because then we did it like once a quarter or maybe twice a quarter throughout the game or whatever. And
yeah,
that was always good.
I think they still do the Puppy Bowl on the Animal Planet channel too.
Oh yeah, that plays like all day long.
Yeah, with that and everything. But no, Terry Tate was awesome. I still watch those videos once in a while on YouTube. Just crack me up on that kind of stuff, And then they used to be big, like with Pepsi commercials back then, and then some of the Coke stuff. They had the one with the Pepsi and the Coke guy. Do you remember the one where they were sitting in a restaurant in a diner, and they were like, there was a Coke guy. They were trying to get soda. The Pepsi guy, I think, like said, you tried this or whatever, and he was like looking around, make sure nobody was actually there, and he slid him over the Pepsi, and then he drinks it, and then the Coke guy is like, "Well, try this," to the Coke guy or whatever, and then he's like, "Okay, give my Pepsi back," and the Coke guy's like, "No." Do you remember that commercial back in the day?
I do kind of vaguely. Yeah. That sounds familiar. Like I kind of picture it, but
they were sitting there and the Christmas music or whatever was playing in the background. It was just like, nobody was around. They were kind of like the Coke guy never had Pepsi. The Pepsi never had Coke. It was kind of like the Coke guy was like, "No, I'm keeping the Pepsi." It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But deviled eggs. Talk about deviled eggs. Where deviled eggs are usually there at a Super Bowl.
Oh, deviled eggs. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And then you have like, different desserts and stuff, little shortbread cookies or something along those lines. I'm trying to think anything else. Like chocolate chip cookies seem to be a lot of them too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like those are the main ones. I mean, we said nachos, right? Nachos.
Yeah. Well, you get those like the salami roll-ups and stuff sometimes, where people have like the lunch meat roll-ups where it's like salami and cheese or something.
Oh, with yeah.
Occasionally you have like the vegetable tray, right? Who really wants the vegetable tray? But
nobody wants that stuff. I'm like, what's that at home? Nobody wants. Like we ain't trying to eat healthy. Who wants that?
You might have some olives or something that might be there as well.
I want one of the olives going in the martini. I don't need no olive on the side. Just give me,
If the olive made it a drink, I don't want it.
You're right.
Who brought the fruit tray? Who brought the orange wedges?
Yeah.
Nobody wants an orange wedge. Nobody wants an apple wedge, But yeah, you have some of that stuff that'll be there. But yeah, I mean,
like you got to feel good about yourself after drinking. You know, you got to have a little something to go along with your 20 beers that you're going to inhale for the day of drink, of watching the football. And you got to, I had a strawberry. Okay, so I was healthy.
Yeah, I had a strawberry. It's like you've been in, oh, what's wrong? I think I've been in a radish. I need a medic stat. Yeah. The Super Bowl parties can bring some interesting stuff to actually try for sure. So let's see here. But speaking of something else, so it's funny, we actually have one of our locations, and it's got to be a straight up bold move because everybody knows Chick-fil-A and what they actually do, whatever. But we had one of our spots here, and I was thinking about this the other day. We have Cane's right across the street from them. So you literally have Cane's across from Chick-fil-A. Now I'm like, Cane's has to have some big kahunas to be like, we're going opposite corner. You head up every day except Sunday because we're still open and you aren't.
I was going to say, at least on Sunday they win because,
they sell chicken. They're like, that's kind of an interesting type thing they actually did, but do you have Cane's, or is there a favorite between Cane's and Chick-fil-A that you actually have? And then is there like anything that you can see is as far as competing against we've never seen a Popeyes against Chick-fil-A, but here's Cane's out there doing it.
I don't know Cane's well enough. I've only had it one time, so I can't really say in comparison. Now I do like Popeyes.
You like Popeyes, but I've never seen him go bold up right against Chick-fil-A like that. I mean,
no. But honestly, between the two, I would take Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but CJT, he's from the South, and he'd eat Cane's every day, so he's had some Popeyes around him. And he said,
"No, our daughter's the same way. I think she really loves Cane's. She likes the Cane's sauce or whatever they call it, like the Chick-fil-A sauce. But
Cane's sauce,
she loves that stuff.
Well, it's kind of interesting because I wasn't really as huge into Cane's before, but the wife earlier tonight, she had a meeting, so she got DoorDash, and I was like, "Do you eat anything?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll order some Cane's." And she's like, "Only ate half of it, so if you want the rest of it, go and add some of the tenders or fries." And I was actually like, "All right, this is." But the Cane's I had before was a different part of town, but this one was definitely kind of better. So I'm like, maybe I undercut Cane's. Their tenders were decent. The Cane sauce was definitely decent. I don't know if the Cane sauce beats the Chick-fil-A sauce though, because Chick-fil-A sauce is fire. But the fries were solid for sure. And I was like, okay, this is better than I remember. I made to check out Cane's a little bit more.
Now, doesn't the Cane sauce have a little more like? What am I thinking of? Got a little more twang to it a little bit, doesn't it? More so than the Chick-fil-A sauce?
It may have a little bit more than that, but I haven't had Chick-fil-A. I don't usually go Chick-fil-A as much. When I have Chick-fil-A, it's like our company's a corporate event, and they're like, "Oh, we got Chick-fil-A to cater," or whatever, like that and everything. And it's just like, well, if that's what I got to eat, that's what I'll eat. But it's like, I wouldn't have preferred to have somebody else. But yeah,
I'm still convinced that Chick-fil-A deals crack out of there. Like you can just order crack and they get it through the drive-through because that line's always wrapped around the building. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm thinking, shouldn't everybody be working? Like, what are you at Chick-fil-A right now for? And I'm pretty sure they're dealing. I'm pretty sure they're dealers.
Chick-fil-A, sprinkle a little crack on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'll have a little bit of that,
I will say that Chick-fil-A, they're like the kings of the drive-thru. I'm like, you go to McDonald's double drive-thru, you get stuck there. It's like, dude, y'all need to hire people from Chick-fil-A because your engineering sucks over here. They know how to move cars through.
They definitely got it down to science, that's for sure.
They got it down to science. You get through Chick-fil-A. And you can't get pissed off at people at Chick-fil-A because they're always like, "It was my pleasure," or whatever they usually say. It's just like,
they do say, "My pleasure." Yeah, my pleasure. It's like, Okay, I guess I'll sit here and wait for 20 minutes, even though it doesn't take that long, even though the lines
Yeah.
a lot around the building is still faster than McDonald's. I don't care what, it could be 2 cars and it's still going to get through that faster than 30 cars at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. You might be right on the track, and their cookies are pretty addictive. They actually have there too. So I give them points for that for sure. But it was just kind of funny just thinking about. I was like, that's kind of a ballsy move for Kings to open up right across the street from Chick-fil-A because nobody really wants to take on Chick-fil-A, but they did both do steady business and stuff. So I guess they're doing all right. So
one of the main roads we have here in New Albany on State Street. So there's like a Chick-fil-A, a KFC, and then a Popeyes right there within, I want to say, like 2 stoplights of each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now it's on. Like, here's the battle of the chicken. There it goes, right there.
Kings is great if you like chicken tenders with no seasoning and limited options. But wait a second, all Chick-fil-A does is throw a no seasoned chicken patty on a sandwich with 2 pickles, and people love that. So they got really no seasoning either. I mean, if you want seasoning, like Todd said, you got to go to Popeyes. Popeyes has the seasoning. For stuff. Or even KFC, where you can actually do a little bit different on some of their stuff there. But I feel like KFC, nobody goes to KFC as much anymore. It's like an old, like it's out there. Like, oh, you must be a boomer if you're going to KFC for lunch.
Yeah, right. You're old school. Okay, you're going to KFC. Like
only boomers go to KFC. Yeah. I will say Popeye's sandwich does beat Chick-fil-A sandwich, though, with no doubt in my mind. Popeye's sandwich.
I think so. And it's bigger. You get a bigger portion, like if the chicken is bigger.
Yeah. Now, understand when you go to Popeyes, if something's wrong with your order, you can't really complain about it. Because, I mean, outside of Waffle House, Popeyes probably ranked as the second, toughest one to actually,
It's funny you said that because I was about to say the same thing. Like you go to Popeyes, you just never know what kind of service you're going to get because it's like you're not sure if they're happy to see you or you're ruining their day by being there. I'm not really sure. It's like you can never tell.
It's like you get something wrong with your order. Yeah, you can return it at a McDonald's. You can go to a Burger King or that. You don't do it at a Popeyes or a Waffle House. You're kind of like, well, I'll let it slide this time. And I've seen videos online of people trying to go in and it's like, oh, should have just stuck with that. They shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you didn't order right there. Yeah,
shouldn't have done that. You're like, all right, you're asking for it.
On a Waffle House, those people are like battle trained. I mean, some of the videos I've seen with pops off at a Waffle House, like you don't want to go after the service staff at a Waffle House. I mean, they are trained to actually defend themselves, and it's like you go after one, you fight the whole restaurant. I've seen them all just jump.
But honestly,
let me get a kick.
Honestly, there's nothing better than going to a Waffle House after you've had beers at like 2:00 in the morning because it's kind of like dinner and a movie at the same time because you never know what you're gonna get when you go in there at that late at night.
Yeah, I mean, as a spectator, it's great entertainment. But if you're in the fight match, you better suit up because
yeah, you better come ready.
I saw a video of a server pretty much somebody got a chair thrown at her and she grabbed the chair midair and like what? Like I was like, it's on now. It's like forget about it. Welcome to the war zone. JT went to Chick-fil-A once in '93, but he wouldn't be back.
Dang.
That could have been a bad Chick-fil-A, though. I mean, Philly Figures usually works at Chick-fil-A. Remember Philly Figures? Oh, man. Popeye sandwich is definitely the best, yeah. Yeah, Popeye sandwich is solid. I just thought it was funny during the whole chicken war type thing. Popeyes, and it was like Popeyes against Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, nobody was even talking about the Colonel. Like the Colonel's not even got a chance to pull it out, But a funny thing about Popeyes, which again, one of those things you find out later in life you didn't know, the food that built America. I don't know if you saw that episode, Todd. The guy that created Popeyes was white. I never knew that. Everything they kind of do like makes you think it was a black owner or a black type thing, and it's like no, it was that was interesting to me.
Yeah, I never seen that. Yeah, I never did see that one. Okay.
Yeah, which I mean, but he was out of like Louisiana, which you're white in Louisiana is like you're almost black, so it's like It's,
Well, I was gonna say, but also you go there and you get red beans and rice as a side. Like, okay, who would have thought that would have been? Like who? I would have never thought that. I would have totally thought it.
I was just in shock. It was like finding out, like I forget what song it was. Well, one of them, like Rick Astley, find out he was a white guy singing "Never Gonna Give You Up." Like you're on the radio, you thought it was a black guy that was singing "Never Gonna Give You Up." And then there were a few other ones, like Michael McDonald singing some stuff, and some other people. You're like, whoa, what? Who is this person? Like, are they lip syncing? Like, no, they're actually.
Like, wait a minute, are you kidding me? Screwing with me right now? What's going on?
so that was one of those moments that blew my mind there. But yeah, but Popeyes, I mean, they deliver. We used to have a place called Churches and Sisters that were actually pretty good chicken places too. I think Sisters was smaller. I don't know if they're still in business, but Churches, I think, is still around as well.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I think we have Churches around here. I think you got to go to Louisville to get them, but I don't think they're on Indiana side.
I could be wrong on that. Jersey, you get to Jersey and Northeast. They actually have Roy Rogers up there that does some pretty good chicken as well too. So, and they're actually trying to rebuild that line, I believe.
Roy Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers. Yeah.
Yeah. Roy Rogers, and another one that's been a lot of them been popping up here lately is Bojangles.
Bojangles is another one that's getting some attention.
I feel like it's been kind of like a resurgence of Bojangles, and they're starting to kind of pop up again.
Yeah, I'm starting to see some of them as well. And apparently some of that down in Atlanta, but I think at some of the airports out, Ludacris has a chicken joint that's been pretty popular stuff too that he's doing. So, yeah.
Ryan's totally right on that one.
Yeah. All the idea we're prepared for the show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you just totally screwed their day up by coming in at ordering food. They're like, what are you doing? What are you coming here for? That's totally true, because it always seems like you're putting them out for whatever reason. It's like, oh, come on, man. I just want my food. Just let me go.
Can I help you in like the deep voice, like you caught him off guard? Yeah. It is kind of funny.
Maybe that's a Popeyes in general. Maybe that's one of their, like, you have to have an attitude or whatever, and like they're not all about the good service, whatever. I mean, not saying they're not good service, but kind of like part of the act or their stick or whatever. It's like, okay, here you go.
I don't know. It might be a generational thing. Like, I'm thinking, like, when I go to Kroger sometimes, I get some of the cashiers that are kind of like, they go through dudes and it's like, so you guys don't bag anymore, or like you're supposed to help out? And if some lines have like baggers, so I'm like, you got to choose your line appropriately, I guess.
You're right. Yeah.
They sit there and it was like, like you're bothering them, waiting for them to bag stuff up. And it's like, dude, isn't it like part of your job anymore? Like,
no, I don't mean. And they look at you like, I don't have no room for the groceries anymore. You're not going to bag. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the customer. Aren't you going to do that? Like, or no?
Yeah. And they're pretty much, I'm going to say, they're like the millennial Gen Z type group, but it's kind of like, do you guys not have that etiquette anymore? Like, you don't have that work ethic? Like, you're supposed to go through and do this or whatever? Because you see the Gen X's or the boomers, like, they're bagging stuff over their lines. Like, why aren't you bagging in your line? Like, So, and
then they're like, oh, well, I guess you got in the wrong line. Sorry about your luck.
Like sometimes what I do during the day working for my other job is kind of like you deal with some assistants and it's like they don't want to assist. I'm like, it's literally in your title. Assist is part of assisted. But right now you're just being an ass. You're only doing the front part. I need you to do the whole thing. Help me out. Help me help you. Like Jerry Maguire.
Help me help you. That's right.
Al Copeland, he was a big shot personality in New Orleans. His house became a huge Christmas lights attraction for years. Yeah, Al Copeland was the one that did Popeyes. Every 15 years or so, he tried out new blonde trophy wife. My friend Jeffrey was his personal chef for a while before becoming a corporate chef. At Copeland Enterprises.
Oh. Nice.
Popeye served as Chef Jeff's mashed potatoes for years until about 10 years. Oh, I didn't. They switched up the recipe. Okay, we still eat mashed potatoes from time to time. But their beans and rice, I like their beans and rice. It's pretty solid.
I was gonna say, I feel like if you're not doing the beans and rice when you go to Popeyes, you're not doing it right.
yeah. So you get your order.
Because they're good. I do like those.
It's kind of like you go to Popeyes, you get the order in, you get back to the car, you check it. Oh, they left my biscuit out. You're like, leave it. don't you go back in there asking for that biscuit.
Don't tempt it.
You get a biscuit next time.
Right, you get two. You just order two next time. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
So those beans and rice are about 40% lard, which is why they're so good, JT.
I know, right? And the problem is,
there's not enough lard in our society anymore.
You're right, right.
Which is also kind of funny when you think about things in the past, like when people used to eat stuff and they would use lard and all kind of stuff, and people were still smaller, like they were skinnier and stuff like that. It was like the whole breakfast thing was something that was created later on by the food industry. Back in the day, your breakfast was like your leftovers from the night before, so it's kind of a different type of stuff we eat now versus before. But then we're like, the size wise is just so totally different and stuff, which is always funny when you go to see some of these old houses. Like we used to go to estate sales and we go visit some old houses that have been around like 18 something 1900, and it's like, God, this doorway is so small. Well, back then people were so small, they're going through the doorway. It's like us walking into Munchkin land, like trying to figure out how to get through stuff.
I mean, I think like the doorways were like literally 6 foot tall, maybe 7 foot ish, maybe.
Yeah. Which also makes it scary when you go to some of the older amusement parks and you ride some of the roller coasters. Like, I don't think this is going to hold me. Like, oh, you'll be fine. Like, I don't know.
Like, no, we had a yearly test. You're fine. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Start hearing that wood splitting as you're going up on the roller coaster. You're like, I might not make it. I didn't do my will. Yeah. So
I would say, as you're going up the hill on the roller coaster, I think I can. All right, it's too late. Here we go.
So another switching gears, we'll go into another topic here. Well, a little thing that I don't know if you saw or not, but it was funny because I made fun of it the last time we did a show or whatever, but it was kind of interesting. It's just the whole Michael Irvin thing with the U. He said basically, he pretty much came out in the video talking about how he didn't do coke. Well, I didn't think he was doing coke. I just thought it was funny to see him all hyped up on the sideline. But his thing was, I didn't do. He says coke wouldn't last that long. It's 4 hours. It wouldn't last that long. Like, Mike, you're not helping yourself on that answer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and how would you know that?
So
a friend told me. I don't know, but a friend told me.
But it was fun watching them getting riled up with the U making their run. But one of the things, like, what are we watching on TV now? Like, what are people watch? Like, we just watched Weapons this past week for the movie for the first time because it's like all Oscar nominated, all that kind of stuff. And I gotta say, it was a pretty cool movie to check out. It was a little bit different. It had a lot of good twists and turns. And
who's in that one?
It's like a bunch of unknown people, really. Although the person that plays like the old aunt that comes in, she ends up getting nominated for an Oscar for whatever. But it's really like a pretty interesting horror type flick and how it's actually told.
And it's called Weapons?
It's called Weapons, yeah. It's got a lot of buzz around it. So
we just watched the one that I guess it was on Netflix. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Oh, I would have watched that one. That's the one.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. The Rip. I think it was called The Rip.
Yeah.
It was decent. I mean, it wasn't like world beater or anything, but it was pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean, those two do pretty good together. I mean, ever since Good Will Hunting came out, they've been pretty much set to kind of do stuff. So, Ben Affleck is kind of like a goofball on a lot of things, but he does a pretty good acting job when you see him do stuff. The roles I've always seen Ben Affleck do, he's actually delivered better than I thought he was going to do. But yeah,
he was pretty good in that. He was actually pretty good in that one too. It's not like he was kind of like Ben Affleck. Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. We watched the DiCaprio movie a couple weeks ago. It was kind of like, it was all right, but it wasn't like, I don't think it deserved all the buzz it was actually getting. It was kind of interesting, but good storyline between what he was actually doing there. What was the name of that movie? I'm trying to think here. Check my phone.
Oh, I know. I think I know which one you're talking about. So we watched that one too, I believe.
What did you guys think? One battle after another. What did you think of it?
Oh, yeah. It was probably a little longer than it needed to be.
I feel like it was a little worn down watching that movie. Well, yeah.
I mean, it was decent. Would I watch it again? I mean, probably not. I mean, not on purpose anyway, but
yeah. I would say it was.
I just felt like it was
DiCaprio in.
Yeah, I just kind of felt like it was drawn out.
Yeah, I felt like it was in some ways kind of basic in some of the parts of it, but it was interesting, just reflective on some of the stuff that we're seeing nowadays on TV. But with the different things happening with ICE and all that, but it was kind of still like just. I don't know. I felt like it was good, but I would say it wasn't great. It is something I would see as being like this Oscar, Golden Globe worthy type movie, but obviously some other people thought it was because it's been nominated and everything for a lot of stuff.
You know, if I come to realize like most of the ones that are nominated like that aren't really, they're more like, I don't know, what do you want to say, like artsy or something, I guess, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like they're like super entertaining movies to go see. You know what I'm saying? Like probably movies that get like a 5.0 out of 10 and you're like, oh, this is a good movie. I like this movie, but it's not getting nominated for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like those type of movies aren't really for entertainment purposes. They're more for like a story of whatever, if that makes sense.
No, I will say we did see Sinners at the theater, and that movie was definitely worth going to see. That really delivered. I was really surprised and pulled in on how good that actually was and everything like that. So they just set the record for the most nominations for the Oscars. Well, I think like 16. But yeah, that was one of those movies that, okay, that's a good movie. That was a lot of good ties and good stuff into it that had a lot of things that was brought up, and if you know history and all kind of things, that really tied into it. Like Ryan Coogler, he must have been writing that movie with an Encyclopedia Britannica and stuff. Just some of the stuff he related to, it was just like, wow, I can't believe he put that into the movie type thing. So that was really good.
Check that one out.
To me, that was the best movie I've seen on the year. I would say second best was probably Nuremberg because we saw that at the theaters, and that was really good. That's something I think everybody should see that movie. The performance by Russell Crowe, and I can't remember the guy that played the prosecutor. That was just a phenomenal performance they actually put on that movie, just about that and stuff. So, but now
I haven't really watched a lot of movies lately, so
yeah. I was glad to finish Stranger Things. I got Stranger Things all done, so which is
okay. So what did you think of that? So we gave up on that several years ago. Well, I'll say several years ago is probably 2 seasons ago, which was like 6 years ago, whatever, because it took so freaking long for one season to the next. You know, it started out they were all like 12 years old. Now they're all like 25, 26, hanging out to bars and stuff. I was like, what is going on right now? But it's only like 5 seasons long. I'm like, this is no way is this possible.
I think the way the series ended, it was a good ending for the last season. I think you had to give it a little bit of leeway because they basically got bit by COVID, so to speak. So,
well, yeah, that's true. That part of it, yeah.
They couldn't do production for a number of years, so it's kind of like, okay, you're not really a high school junior now, whatever you're supposed to be, because you can obviously see you're older than that kind of, but you give it a little bit of leeway on how they.
So in the last season, were they still supposed to be that age?
The last season they were on, like in the last season they were graduating.
Okay.
So it had moments in the last season where it kind of moves things ahead, but they were like basically 18 or whatever, or 17 or 18, about to graduate and kind of doing some stuff. And some people like nitpicked a few parts, like how did this character get to this point when they were like over here in a coma for a couple years? Well, it's like it tells you it's like 18 months later when they're at this point here. So you had to just
so it's jumping ahead.
Yeah. So you had to cut a little bit of slack there. There were a few questions that at the end you were kind of like, well, I'd like to know this or like to know that, but for the most part, I think they wrapped it up pretty well on just show itself. So
because that was in my mind, I was kind of thinking like, how are they going to make this work? Because those kids are now like in their 20s or whatever, playing 16, 17-year-old kids or whatever age they were in the show. I was like, this will never work. How's this gonna? I want to.
Yeah.
Well, we gave up on it. Like, I don't think we watched not the final season or the season before that. I don't think we watched. I think we quit watching it before, at that point.
I think
was there like 5 or 6 seasons? So I think we watched maybe
5 seasons. Yeah.
I think we watched the first 3 seasons and then that was it. I was like, yeah, I'm out.
I think it was a good round. I will say the 5th season, there were definitely a few episodes I can see where people had the Kleenex nearby. There were a few tear-jerking episodes that probably hit a few people and stuff. But overall, I thought they did a decent enough job, and it paid off at the end. So it was a good run for them to actually have that stuff. But I'm kind of pumped up to see because Reacher season 4 is about to start too. So I kind of got hooked into that series, which is totally different. Like watching Reacher, the guy that plays Reacher now, versus when Tom Cruise did it in the movies. It's like the guy that plays Reacher on their Prime show is how the book was written. Like, Tom, you're like 5'8". You're not kicking any ass out here, son. Like,
yeah. No, we watched that too. So is the latest season out now then?
It's about to come out. They got all the teasers and stuff out. So I think it's like February when it comes out.
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched that one also. In the first season, I thought I liked it, but I feel like his acting was kind of hokey, kind of like forced or something. And maybe it was just him. I don't know. But after that, we still watch it. I like it. I like it a lot better than the very first season of like first few episodes. He just seemed kind of like stiff and like he wasn't really sure about how to act or whatever. He just was playing that role because he was a big dude. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't.
Yeah, and I watched him before on a previous one that was on HBO Max, which was he played one of the characters on there. I can't remember the name of the show, but like it was with the guy that was like Robin and a bunch of DC type superheroes. He's a good actor. It probably took a while to get used to it, but yeah, he has that kind of stiffness about him or whatever. But it's kind of like watching NCIS, except it's on HBO or Prime. So it's kind of like NCIS but with cursing or whatever. So yeah. But I'm kind of pumped to see that come out. And then we have the new what's the one with the heroes, the boys, the new boys.
Oh, the boys.
Yeah, which is kind of a crazy show in itself too.
See, I watched the first season and then I kind of got away from it. I think she watched it for a couple seasons, but I don't think she watches it either. So that's when I got on the list that I want to go back and pick up and watch again, or start it all over again because I wasn't that far into it. So
yeah, that is definitely one of your dark type shows. Like some of the stuff they do on that show is kind of crazy.
I feel like that was like a bunch of alcoholic superheroes.
They're pretty much like anti-heroes, right? Like they're heroes, but they really don't want to really kind of do the stuff they're actually doing. They all have their different things. They have different fetishes or different stuff they're into. That's kind of like
bad superheroes. I guess
these are like the worst immoral people that are supposed to be protecting stuff. So it's kind of interesting to actually watch. Just kind of like, yeah, I'm a hero, but I really don't want to be one type thing. I have super strength or whatever. And the Gen V spinoff they did, where they're like other people that are like in college, like younger things, is pretty good too. So I don't know. It's hard to watch all these shows that come out though with everything.
Oh my gosh, I know. There's so many they come out. Like
I see people that watch like how do you have time? Do you not work? Like how do you have time to watch all these things?
Right.
It's kind of like I try to binge them here or there on a holiday or something like that maybe, but yeah. And then Fallout's back, so I'm watching Fallout, which is pretty cool.
Oh, we just started that last night. This season.
Yeah. Scroggins or Goggins, Walter Goggins.
Goggins.
He's pretty solid.
I love him. He's good. It doesn't matter what he's in. Yeah, he's good in everything he plays. He's so good.
Yeah. Everything I see him in, he's pretty solid. So that's been.
Yeah, I think we watched the first 2 episodes of that last night. I think it was, or we're a couple of episodes in now. So
are you like in season 1 or are you on season now or 3?
Season 2. Yeah.
The 2 seasons only so far? Yeah.
Just started the second season.
So that comes out on Wednesday night. So I haven't watched the one from last night yet. So up until the other ones I've watched. Um, but yeah, and
So
then we'll start watching.
maybe we did only watch the first episode. I don't know how many he's out right now, but it's either 1 or 2 episodes we watched. I can't remember now.
Then you start watching Gangs of London again. Now that I have that, I didn't realize I had that back, so I can watch that show. But they're the same people that made like Peaky Blinders and stuff. So
yeah, I never did watch that one, or I haven't watched it.
I think they made Peaky Blinders. I think they're the same people, but it's pretty good. But yeah, that's kind of like stuff happening there. But what other stuff? Anybody got any comments out there watching anything you want to talk about? Because I wrote down a few things.
Now I watch. I don't know if you watch this or not, but it just came out again, the new season or whatever. Mm-hmm. I know it's probably totally fake or whatever. I don't care, but it's still entertaining me. Do you watch Moonshiners?
I have not watched that in a while. I do like to watch it, though. I do find it entertaining watching Moonshiners on the stuff they do. And it's one of those things, right? Like, where do you go with it? Because I remember reading an article about like a couple of years ago about how they make the show. And basically, they're not moonshining on it, but they're kind of replaying it. Like, so they're kind of telling a story after the fact. That's why they never get busted or whatever, because they're not actually doing it at the time, I guess. They go back and recreate stuff. But
because I always thought the same thing. I was like, how do they not know these guys by now? Like, they're out looking for them if they're doing this shit for real. Like, I know it's probably all for TV or whatever, but I still like it and find it kind of entertaining or whatever, and kind of learn some of the ways how they make the moonshine and stuff. I just kind of like part of the stories of it. Even though I know it's probably totally all just fake or whatever, but
yeah,
or half and half. Like, it may not totally be fake, but they're probably not in any jeopardy of actually getting busted of anything.
Right. Well, it talks about on here, like, how do they make the show Moonshiners? They film Moonshiners by blurring the lines between reality and dramatization, often staging scenes and using actors, with authorities stating no actual illegal liquor is being produced on camera, as the show focuses on the idea of moonshining rather than proving illegal activity, allowing cast members to later sell legal branded products. So it's kind of like a weird, like, they're not making anything then, but they're kind of going through the processes if they were. But there were like episodes where police would show up on stuff before too. So yeah. And some do have the legal brands now. So yeah. It says produced as a docudrama, meaning it's scripted with actors and stage events, not a true unscripted documentary of illegal activity, says the Smokies, which I think is one of the websites.
Now, Shannon's aunt and uncle live in Tennessee, like an hour away from Knoxville, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
And I think her uncle actually worked with Digger, that's on the show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think he worked with him at some point across, because I don't know if he did deliveries or whatever, but he kind of drove a truck, and I don't know if that's how they interacted or whatever, but he knows him somehow or another through work. Right. I don't know if they actually worked with him, but he knew of him or knows him at some point or whatever. Because I remember several years ago when we were down there visiting or whatever, and he's like, "You ever watch Moonshine?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, Digger that's on there? I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, I know him or know of him or used to work next to him," or whatever the story was. But so I kind of thought that was kind of interesting. Like, oh, okay. Since, they're down there in Tennessee, not too far from where they probably film a lot of that show. So,
well, it makes it kind of interesting then, because there are people that are actually on this show, just the actors portray the actual people. Like, they're not the actual folks. Like, you'd have to ask because, like, is that the actual Digger, or is that somebody playing Digger? Right?
So I think he is the actual guy because her uncle was talking about that, and I'm pretty sure he's the actual person, or at least I took it for him. Maybe it wasn't the actual person. He actually worked with the real Digger.
Yeah,
maybe
the real one, and
or knew that. Yeah, okay. So I didn't realize they were doing that. I thought they were all kind of real people or whatever.
Yeah, they're using
real people that are actually doing that.
Which would make sense, because then, like you said, like, if they're actually doing the moonshining thing, we don't know what they really look like. So they might be getting away with it, kind of. These people are acting as their persona. to be those folks. So we don't really know what those folks look like. So they're not really being searched as much by the police.
Yeah, so that could very well could be. Because I always thought it is like everybody knows who you are by now. When you're like what 15 seasons in, like how are they not looking for you, knowing at some point you're going to start shooting for this TV show or whatever? It's like,
yeah,
and that probably is part of it too. Like that's probably a big part of that stage for the show or whatever. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or the dramatization or whatever you know.
Right. So another thing thought of for tonight here and our closing act, because we had fun doing it last week. We were doing the beer word association. So tonight we can do the drink association, right? So I can actually give you the name of a drink. It might be a beer, it might be a liquor, it might be a wine. It might be a cocktail, and then you associate the word that comes to mind. Sound good?
All right.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see.
So, if I'm trying to think of the ones from back in the day that we used to drink. So if I say Bartle and James wine cooler. Bartle and James wine cooler from back in the 90s.
Easy to get. Easy to get.
Easy to get. All right. They were pretty easy to get your hands on for sure. They were pretty popular.
Actually, when I think of that, I always think of the commercials of the old dude sitting on the porch, the Bartles and James or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think weren't they in rocking chairs back then? I think too.
I think so. I think you're right. I think it was rocking chair. Yeah.
Yeah. The old Bartle and James cooler. What about a fan favorite for some back in the day? What about Zima?
Why don't we shut it down? Shut it down. 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 Shut it down now.
We're gonna go Zima on that one.
And I only say this because one of my dad's good friends always drank Zima, and I'm going to say Jolly Rancher.
I thought you would say that for sure.
Because he always put a Jolly Rancher in it to drink. I'm like, if you need to put that in there, then why are you drinking it for to begin with?
Makes you wonder, like, who was the first person that came up with the Jolly Rancher idea?
I know, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, like who was sitting in the bar with like a pocket of Jolly Ranchers to like, maybe this will help. Just one of those
right. And again, it's like if you need the help, then what are you drinking it for in the first place? You know?
Let me see here. What about I wish Shannon was here. You could kick out this one. The Fanzia wine box.
Oh. She did drink her Fanzia. She did drink her Fanzia for a long time, that's for sure.
Where you had the wine with the spigot. Who puts the spigot on a wine box? Fanzia.
Regret.
This is not setting up good for sure. Yeah.
Lots of regret. Like, oh, it tastes so good going down. And like, oh, why did I drink so much? Now I regret doing that ever. I'm not doing it ever again until the next weekend.
Oh God. Yeah. What pops in your mind when you think of the Fanzia wine box? And if those of you watching, drop a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of this stuff too.
Oh.
You're making it too hard. It's just whatever pops in your mind.
Well, no. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I thought you said.
You didn't say anything for the Fanzia wine box.
No, that's what I was talking about. Regret. I said regret.
Oh, regret. Okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, it seemed like a good idea until you drank almost half the box or more, and you're like, oh, headache galore after that.
Well, here's another throwback to the '90s. I don't know if the kids today drink this as much. Peach schnapps.
Oh. Oh.
There it is, peach schnapps.
You know the fun thing is, I'm stalling here thinking of a word, but my mom loved peach schnapps. She always liked drinking peach schnapps, but I'm kind of like, let's see.
Guess what? I'm here with some peach schnapps.
Want to play this? Okay. You want to play what? Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, good old peach schnapps.
I'm gonna say, just for my person, or from my experience, like holidays.
Holidays, okay. Thinking of like
because that's because I remember like my aunt and uncle always did like peach schnapps mixed with whatever else, and they'd freeze it, and then they'd scoop it in and put it in their glass and pour like Sprite or something in with it for like a cocktail, kind of not really cocktail, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, mixed drink, I guess, I don't know. But they always had like a Tupperware thing full of it in the freezer, and you just scoop it out and put it in there, and that was always like at Christmas time or. So it makes me think, and when I hear peach schnapps, it always kind of makes me think of that.
Okay. So speaking of freezing things, then, so what do you think of when you hear Jello shots?
Jello shots.
Shots.
Teenage years.
Years, yeah. It's funny, I think of Jello shots. We actually, one year when I was working, we would do like each year at the company I was at, we do a golf out in the summer. The company golf out and I always make Jello shots. The worst thing in the golf course because people do the Jello shots and they throw the container to the grass. So every time you thought it was your golf ball, you go up there with the damn Jello shot container.
Thinking it was I was like, what the hell? What is going on? Yeah.
Like, to buy your golf ball. But yeah. But it's good times. Jello shot was good times. I remember that being the case there as well. A popular favorite of my college years, and maybe yours too. We're going big. We're going Everclear.
Oof. Oh. Big mistakes.
Yeah. that could have been regret too.
Dude, yeah, yes. It's funny you said that because I just saw a TikTok of like it was yesterday. It was a bunch of kids like in their maybe just turned 21 or something trying Everclear just straight, drinking it straight. And there was one kid that drank the whole thing and he was like literally just hurling it, never threw up. And then he took another shot of it and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, you're all going to be passed out in like 5 minutes here in a minute. I was like, what is happening right now?
It's like, yeah, you want to put that in fruit or put it in a juice or put it in some type of mixer. You don't really want to do it straight. Although I've done straight shots of it before, but come on, I'm a professional.
Now,
but
it was Everclear you'd put in like a what was that? Dr. Pepper shots or whatever. Was it with like you put that in Everclear?
That was Bacardi 151. That was going Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, so both of them were right there for the ABV.
Yeah.
But now
I was thinking last time I had that, but it's been a lot longer than that then because last time I did like Dr. Pepper shots, I was thinking it was that, but you're right.
Well, it's funny you said that because one of the ones I was going to ask you was Bacardi 151. Like,
okay, so there you go. There's my answer for that then. Regrets.
But see, for me, I think Bacardi 151, I think fun. Because I think of the Dr. Peppers. The Dr.
Oh well,
Pepper
it was fun for a little while, and then it wasn't, and then it was, So the story behind that, Thunder over Louisville, the big firework display here, here in my hometown, not too far from you. So this has probably been 20 years ago, maybe, or whatever. And we were there tailgating and drinking, whatever. And I did I want to say 5 of them within maybe an hour and ish time. And I was like, oh, this is good. And all of a sudden I was like, nope. It was like 3:00 in the afternoon. I totally got sick. And I had to sit down for a few minutes. And next thing you know, I was up and ready. I was like, puke and rally, baby, puke and rally. Let's go. And I was good the rest of the night. It's like, I just had to get that. All that alcohol right there in such a short time. I was like, you dumbass, what are you doing? And I did it. I was like, oh my God.
Nothing beats it when a second wind kicks in. Yeah.
And it totally was a second wind. And I was good the rest of the night. I drank beer the rest of the night. It was good. It was like, okay. Got all the toxins out, I guess you could say.
It's funny you mentioned that. We went to Michigan years ago. We went to a Michigan game. I don't know if I told you the story. We went to Michigan versus Rice with some of my old friends I used to work with back in early 2000s. And we went up there, and one of the guys went to Bowling Green University he graduated from. So we went to Bowling Green the night before to kind of party his alma mater a little bit before we went to the Michigan game the next day. And went to the Michigan game. And it was so funny. We were partying the night before and went to the game, and then we did some drinks after that. We came back the next day after the game, and we had to pull over to the side of the road, and he's just puking.
Oh,
yeah, he's puking all orange or whatever. And I'm like, is that orange juice? And he's like, no, it's bile. He did deep, this voice, he was possessed.
It starts spinning around in circles like he's the Exorcist or something. Whoa, no, it's
right.
What? Whoa.
It's bile. He's like, I didn't have. We went to a buffet that morning. He's like, I didn't have orange juice. It's bile.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you went a little too far last night then. Yeah. You got to know your limits, folks. You got to know your limits.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But Bacardi 151 to me is always kind of fun just because you can't really get it now because it's off the market. But back in the 90s, you walk into bars, they have pyramids of Dr. Peppers doing all kinds of stuff. Everybody was doing them. So.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely big back in the day for sure. It's okay.
The days of the flaming shot, so to speak.
Well, you could get a bunch of it for cheap too. You know what I mean? The ABV on that was stupid.
Yeah.
And you weren't really paying anything for it. Obviously, it's I'm pretty sure you could probably pour it in your gas tank and start your car on it. I'm pretty sure.
You probably could, for sure. Yeah. And then, what about Schlitz beer? You remember Schlitz?
Schlitz.
Did you drink Schlitz back in the day?
No, not really. Had Schlitz later on, but by mistake. But not really by mistake. That was just dumb choices again.
I didn't plan on having Schlitz, but here I am. Yeah,
you're right. Schlitz, give you the shits.
Yeah. Well, I think Schlitz and shits probably goes together for that beer.
Yeah, right. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Schlitz, give me the shits.
What about? Well, something when we looked at last time, we actually did this. Did you drink any whiskeys and stuff back in the day?
No, not really. No. Oh, gosh, look.
China must be coming in. I can't hear you now.
No, I never really did dabble in whiskeys until later on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about one of Shannon's favorite? The good old MD 2020.
Oh God.
What comes to mind with that?
feel like we already said this before, but that probably falls in line with that also is regret.
I was thinking
Kind of like that could probably be used for a lot of things.
I was thinking like mistake.
No mistake. Yeah. Well, yeah, they go hand in hand for sure. Mistake, regret, like I remember back in the day, when a friend of mine, he used to always get Mad Dog 2020 and Purple Passion. Do you remember Purple Passion?
Oh, I remember Purple Passion was pretty popular. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about? Do you remember this one? Bud Ice.
Oh.
Apparently
Bud
you did.
Ice.
You did. Apparently you did.
That was God, what
Bud Ice was a little harsh.
this is probably not the right word to use. I'm gonna say cheap, even though it really wasn't cheap, but it was higher ABV than like a Bud Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that was like one of the first ones, like Red Dog, and that was like one of the first ones that were like 6.5%, whatever it was.
I think,
and they weren't that much more expensive. I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like you're saying cheap, but I feel like Bud Ice was like that cheap buzz, like you could get like
yeah,
compared to what you were actually looking at there. Yeah, Bud Ice. Wow, that's a blast from the past. They had Bud Dry that was after too. It's like, yeah, that was another one. Remember the old commercials on SY, drink Bud Dry?
Bud Dry, yes,
like,
yes.
This commercial makes no sense.
You're like, that's the first thing I'm asking is why.
It's like, yeah. It's like, no, it's just a slogan. Just go with it. Don't worry about what it means. Yeah. It makes no sense. What about Strohs? What do you think about Strohs when you hear? I mean, outside of Alex the Dog, which is most common, probably.
Strohs, I kind of first thing pops in my mind is like old school. I kind of feel like that's an old school beer, like Stroh. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it definitely was.
Yeah. No, I've had it, but I never really drank it a lot back in the day. But I have had it before. But I always kind of think of that as like along the lines of like my dad and one of his best friends. They always drank PBR and Fall City back in the day. Fall City when it was back when Fall City was Fall City, not the Fall City we know now. But
Yeah.
And I was kind of think of Strohs along those lines too. Probably maybe a notch above that, but I don't know if it's much above that.
What about Rolling Rock?
Rolling Rock.
Did you get Rolling Rock?
Bougie.
You thought Bougie was Rolling Rock?
No, because I always feel like the people that always drank Rolling Rock was ones that were trying to drink something that wasn't Bud Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser. You know what I mean? That was kind of seemed like it was kind of like, oh, this is my craft beer, even though it really wasn't. But before, back in the day is what I mean. Back in the day, it's like, oh, Rolling Rock. Oh, okay. To me, I always kind of feel like it was like, oh, you think you're one of those guys.
One of those guys.
To me, that's what it means. To me, that's what it reminds me of. Like, you're okay, bougie. You're bougie drinker.
You think you're somebody. I see who you
are. Right, exactly. Yes. Because it was something different that nobody else was drinking, It's like, okay.
Yeah. What about Molson Golden? You remember that one?
I do, but to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever drank that.
Okay. That was one.
Was that a malt liquor or no?
No, it was a Canadian. It was a Canadian Molson.
Oh, the Molson. Oh, yeah. So, the Molson Ice or what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it had a little bit higher ABVs on the state you, and they made it classified as malt liquor. But I think back to our high school years, the high school parties, it was kind of like you walked in with some Molson, and it was just like, oh, you must be somebody type thing. Like, it was like you must be somebody of importance. Like, how do you have?
Yeah. Okay.
You said bougie earlier. Like, most of this definitely was bougie back in the 80s. Like,
So if I have had it, and I'm not saying I haven't, I just don't remember having it, so I can't really comment on that one.
Yeah, so it was kind of like more of the special type beer, like, you know.
So apparently, I guess the group I ran around with, we couldn't afford that shit, so we wasn't drinking that. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. How much you're paying for? How much? No, I don't. No, never forget that.
I think of Molson. I think it would be like if you were at a party and the dude David Hasselhoff walked in like as a Knight Rider character, he'd be bringing him Molson.
Right? Yeah, yes. The cool guy, like, hey, almost the guy that's like bringing some to the party that wants to make friends because he was the outsider guy's like, oh, I'm bringing this in. Right. Everybody liked me for that. Yeah.
Was Knight Rider? How cool of a show was Knight Rider back in the day? That was.
Oh, I used to love me some Knight Rider.
Yeah, watching that one on Friday nights. What about Milwaukee's best?
Oh, the beast.
This is straight beast. Going beast at it.
Beast mode.
What do you think?
Cheap everyday drinker. Cheap, I guess. Let's say cheap, I guess. Like I don't have nothing against it. Like I got friends that still drink that, and go over there and they'll give you one. Like, hey, I'll drink. Oh, sure, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm not rushing out to buy it. But I don't turn it down either.
Yeah, I think for me, Milwaukee's best is I think of it. And I'm like freshman year of college, because I mean, you don't have a lot of dollars in your pocket, but you're trying to get something. And back then in '87, it's like Milwaukee's best was the beer you would actually get. You felt like a little bit different than what you would get with Bud or like that, everything, but it was definitely a cheap thing. And you were getting back then the ham deal where you were getting like a 24 pack and it was like $15 or something, right? So I
was gonna say, weren't they one of the first ones where you can actually get them like in a 30 pack or whatever?
Yeah, they're like 24, 30 pack or whatever back in the day. So it was like,
so even then you were thinking, oh, I got 6 more beers than before. Like I was doing, this makes more sense. I'm gonna get 30 than 24 for maybe $1 more, maybe. Okay, all right, let's go.
Yeah, it's like you walked into the party, you're like, yo, I got a 30 pack of Milwaukee's. Let's get it on, right? So yeah.
Come walking through with it on your shoulder like you're LL Cool J or something with this boombox, like, hey, look what I got.
We about to get the drinking going up in here. Like, who's got the quarters? Let's get the quarters game going, right?
Oh, yes.
I got lit up a few times back in the day playing quarters, that's for sure. I like quarters. Did you ever play Thumper when you were back in school?
I'm not sure. What was that?
Quarters? Thumper was like, you remember the game we used to have back in the day, Simon? With you to memorize the patterns on the video game.
Oh yeah.
On the little 4-panel thing. Thumper was like the adult alcoholic version of that. So
okay.
You had to remember what people's signs were as you would go through. So you go through the whole Thumper setup. Why are we here to get fucked up? Blah 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 blah. You go through the whole thing, and then it would start going through the chain of people, and everybody have a.
So you had to repeat. You had to repeat everything that the person in front of you said.
Right, but
and they were repeating. Yeah, they're repeating the person. Yes, I know. Okay, I didn't know that was the name of it, but I know. Yes.
Yeah, so you were all around a table, and someone have a sign, so make a thumbs up or whatever, and someone have a middle finger, and someone have like a tug of the ear, whatever. So when it came around to you, you had to do the thumbs up, the middle finger, the tug of the ear, and then your sign.
Right, all in order. And yes, yeah. I do remember that. Yes,
that game got you lit up real quick.
Yeah.
So.
Then you always prayed like you were the first or second person in line because you was like, okay, it's only 2 things I gotta remember. Then it goes around the table, and next thing you know, you're like, son of a bitch, I guess I'm gonna drink here because I'm screwed.
Yeah, drinking and memorizing go together perfectly.
Right.
Shout out to Big Daddy in the house. Cheers, my
Big
friend.
Daddy.
We're talking about stuff, and he's got old school ice house. He's got the ice house going on. And he says, that's my cheapo beer. There you go. Which, we're kind of going through some beer association right now, which kind of brings up, you got the ice house, but I would say to Todd, what about Keystone Ice? Have you ever had the Keystone Ice?
Honestly, I don't think I have. I don't remember ever drinking that one. I've had regular Keystone, but I've never had the Keystone Ice, I don't think.
Which Keystone have you had? Just a regular?
Yeah, just a regular.
Just Keystone Lager. What do you think of the Keystone Lager? What comes to mind for your? What's your one word that comes to mind when you think of Keystone?
Economical, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even sure if it is really because I don't know.
Oh, it is. It is. It's cheap.
I was gonna say it probably is. I wouldn't know because I never buy it, but I have had it from people giving it to me. But
yeah. Well, it's funny because Big Daddy said the ice house, and it's like that reminds me of back in the day, back in the 2000 when I used to play softball. When I used to be pitch softball, I would drink Keystone Ice playing softball in our games, which wasn't the best move to make when you're a pitcher. Just saying.
Yeah, no, definitely yes. Definitely
I had the reflexes of a cat. I never got beamed or anything along those lines. So, yeah.
He says Ice House kind of makes me think of Red Dog too back in the day.
Yeah, Red Dog.
So I feel like Ice House and Red Dog were like the two like cheap beers, if you want to say, like macros, whatever, that were higher than your normal, like 4.2%. Like they were like 5-6% or whatever it was back in the day.
Yeah.
For basically the same price. It was like, oh, we're buying those because there's more ABV to them.
Yeah. Well, last time we did Red Dog, and you said it was your. What did you put for Red Dog? Bad decisions.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes.
But we're not doing all the bad stuff, so to speak. So, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. What's that bring to mind for you?
OG.
Good call. Yeah, definitely OG.
I feel like that's probably one of the first pale ales I ever had.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
And they've probably been around as long as anybody. I would assume. I don't know, like that actual.
Well, probably you were ahead
timeline for it, but
yeah, I mean, you got to think they were doing stuff at the same time Jim Cook was back in the early to mid '80s, right? So once it was legal to homebrew after '78, they kind of got into it. So yeah, definitely one of the OGs for sure. Ken Grossman and what he's doing out there. I think of it just. I would say OG. I would say like traditional. It's just a nice pale ale, and when you go back to it, like it's just consistent. It's just like on point every time you pick it up. Like if you're looking for a pale ale,
yes, yeah,
they go wrong with it. They always deliver on that. It's just
right,
legit, so to speak. So, yeah, and
totally agree.
Let me see here. What about something we have fun with back in the 90s when it became popular? Long Island iced tea.
Oh,
What memory? What word brings back to that on that one?
Oh, I could probably say two things on that. And then that might be one of the same, actually.
He said, Big Daddy said, first 6-pack of Ice House in a while, actually, but it's hidden nice. I'm looking for Red Dog. He's looking for Red Dog. We got Red Dog out here in Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. All right. LITs. Oh, man. What's the word that comes to mind on that?
That is a 90s drink for sure. I mean, that's a Genesis special. We're going to put 4 liquors in a drink for you. Okay. Sign me up. Let's go.
I'm gonna say fun.
Fun.
Because it was always fun when he was drinking the LITs for sure. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like the party's on, let's go. Here we go.
Yeah. I was.
But in the same sense, I was gonna say it's like two words. I was gonna say fun and regret also.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'd have a phrase for it. Shit's about to get crazy.
There you go. Yes, there you go.
When they came out with the Long Island iced tea, and it was like, yeah. And I remember I used to bartend. I used to make those for folks. I mean, yeah, you knew shit was about to get amped up for sure. That was one of the '90s drinks that got the party started. Now I think some of the recipes when they call for 3, they're not even as strong anymore as they used to be.
I was gonna say you can buy them like in pre-made mixes or whatever in the bottles and stuff now, can't you?
Yeah, you can, but they're not.
And I'm sure they're not as strong as
No, Gen X were a different breed. We were like, we could tell till you get like something's missing here. Like we go to a restaurant and they're like, well, we did this with vodka or tequila. Like, where's the gin? Like, it's all it's supposed to be 4 clear liquors.
Something ain't right. Quit trying to cheat me.
I know what Long Island iced tea is supposed to taste like, and this is not it. So, yeah.
It's like, thanks for looking out for me, but I want an actual LIT. Like, don't skimp on me now.
Yeah. We're like those old people in the bar now. Let me show you how you make it. Let me get behind the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, move out of the way, son. Let me show you. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, here's another 90s favorite for you. Alabama Slammer.
Oh.
Did you drink many of those back in the day? Did you drink any of those back?
I have had them before.
That's one of my favorites back in the 90s, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was a big Southern Comfort person, so I'm like, let's go. Yeah.
I've had it before, but I haven't had very many of them. So that might be another one. Like, I don't know that I actually have a word that pops into my head on that one, but maybe I don't know. It's probably the same line of OG, but I'm kind of thinking like that's kind of old school. Like back in the day, you'd have that back in the day.
I think it's Southern Comfort being an Alabama Slammer back in the 90s. It's kind of like Prince. Let's go crazy. Because you start having a few of those, shit's going to get wild, having an Alabama Slammer back in the day. So,
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I was
a favorite of the old Southern Comforts back then. What about fuzzy navels? Did you do any of the fuzzy navels?
Oh, yeah, we used to do those. That's another one. That's another one we used to do as a frozen, like make a mix of it and put it in the freezer and then scoop it out and put it with, I don't know, Sprite or whatever it was.
Right.
And I think my mom also used to drink those sometimes back in the day. She's not a big drinker, but she would have her drinks every now and again. And I think she did love her fuzzy navels.
Fuzzy navels.
I don't know. I kind of want to say it's like refreshing, I guess.
Kind of refreshing. I can see that with
the sense, you know what I mean? Like it's nothing like hardcore or anything, but it was. I think my aunt, I'm thinking it was fuzzy navels. I think she made a big like batch of it all the time too. And it was like frozen and freeze it, and you scoop it out and pour Sprite or whatever whatever you drank with it in there.
Yeah, I feel like the fuzzy navels were like the party starter, right? Like it was like your appetizer, the pregame type thing, and like it wasn't heavy, it wasn't strong, but it was enough to get get the fire lit, get everything starting to roll and everything.
Just get that little something going, like get your taste of it. Okay, like all right, here we go. Yeah.
And then you're off and going after a couple of those. So yeah.
But I always thought those tasted pretty good though. So that's why I was like, kind
of. We talked earlier about we did the Bartles and James, but what about Boone's Farm?
Boone's Farm
back in the day.
Oh.
In my mind, I think agitator for some reason. Like you're just, you're poking the bear with the Boone's Farm. Like it's
Kind of feel like it was like, this might be totally wrong. I might be thinking something else. So I'm thinking like Boone's Farm was kind of like wannabe Kool-Aid, knockoff Kool-Aid or something that was alcoholic or something. I don't know.
Alcohol Kool-Aid.
You know what I mean? Like it was like just cheap, whatever. Like, hey, we're gonna mix some powder and some water and throw a little alcohol in there. It's like this. That was it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Boone's Farm back in the day, that was like the one that like that's another one that could be like shit's about to get crazy too, because you have a few of those bottles around. Yeah. And people like
Yeah.
we're about to go to a party, let's drink some Boone's Farm or whatever. So
I think in the Boone Farm, you can still get those like at the gas station in the refrigerated section of the gas stations.
Yeah. Well, it was there with the Mad Dog, which the Mad Dog.
I was gonna say right next to the Mad Dog.
They redesigned their whole line nowadays, so it's kind of like, they're trying to get the whole new younger generation to drink some of their stuff, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't
like
do it.
That should be your first warning: is if you're buying it from the gas station, you're probably not in for a good night.
They're like, oh, look at the artwork. It's so cool. Like, no, don't fall for it. Step away.
It's like, I'm going to buy that, take a swig of it, and I'm just going to put that in my gas tank instead of the actual gas because it probably would work the same. And it's a lot cheaper, I'm sure. But
yeah, you don't want to mess with the Mad Dog. Here's one for you. This is one I'm not a huge fan of. I know a lot of people have an affinity for whatever reason I can't figure out. Jägermeister.
Oh. See, and I don't really even like black licorice, but man, when Shannon and I was just dating, like before we were married, so a friend of mine used to play softball, golf with all the time, whatever. I'm still friends with him, but we don't ever hang out anymore. But every time he always have people over, whatever, he gets a bottle of Jägermeister out of the freezer. And I'd take my shots. And she would hate that. She's like, oh, it makes you mean and whatever. I don't think it really did, but that was, before we really was drinking much at all of anything. And she's like, don't do it. She used to get pissed at me when I used to do Jägermeister. I was like, oh, but it's good though. It probably isn't, but it was good back in the day,
It is. I'm going with that one. It isn't.
And like I said, I don't even like black licorice, and that's basically what it was. And I'm like, I don't even like that, but I drank the shit out of Jägermeister back in the day.
Yeah. So what pops into your mind for like what would you like the one word that pops in your mind with it? Like just
this is like two words that pop in my mind for that one. I'm gonna say like fun times and bad times. Because it seemed like a fun time, but then ended up being not such a good time at the end.
Isn't that like the opening of like one of the books or whatever? This was the best of times.
And the worst of times. Yes. There you go. That's it right there. Yes. The best of times and the worst of times. Only because it's like the best of times I was drinking, and worst of times is like Shannon be like, you should have drank blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, probably not, but here we are. So what are you gonna do now?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? It's already done.
So it's like the best of times and the worst. Yes, all rolled in one. Yeah. There you go. Yes. And after a while, she's like, I don't give a shit. Whatever, it's fine. Who cares?
You can't put it back in the bottle. So sorry. JT says Boone's Farm was made with the virgin menstrual fluids. That does not sound good at all, Dave.
I know, right? Like, oh, I passed.
Just say it was something sent from the devil, and I've been okay with that. But yeah, when I was in the army, we kill a bottle of Boone's Farm on Saturday mornings before heading out into downtown Germany. Like, Americans ready to party over here. Yeah. No, you're confusing it with Ann Coulter's preferred beverage, Darling. I never heard of that one there before, but yeah. But yeah. I'm not a fan of Jägermeister. Jägermeister is just like, well, devil or something to me. Like it's just like someone says you want to do some Jägermeister shots. Like no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, most
Ouzo, same type of way for me. I don't do either. I don't like to do either of those. And then
Goldschlager.
Underberg's another one that people have been drinking lately. I'm not a fan of Underberg. I'm like, why is this still even a thing? It's kind of like the measles. Like, why are measles coming back?
Right.
Coming back.
There's no reason to bring it back. Like, just let it die. Just let it die.
I'll do eczema before any of those things.
Now, I can't tell you the last time I actually had Goldschlager, but I mean, if somebody gave me one, I'd drink it just to try it and see. And I'd probably be like, no, I don't want no more of this. Like,
of course you would.
I mean, when in Rome, why not, right?
I mean, you're the man that finished one Utopia bottle in one evening sitting. So, yeah.
Which I would not recommend for anybody to do that, but I did. So, yes, you're right.
Oh, man.
Do I remember much about that night? Not very much, but I do remember bits and pieces, but not a lot of it.
What about the old, I don't know if you've had this or not, but the old Smirnoff Bacchus, where people used to get Smirnoff.
Oh, you're talking like the old
coolers,
$14.99 a bottle of Smirnoff.
No, not the vodka itself, but the coolers.
Oh,
they would have. Like, do you remember those? Like, when people would get like Smirnoff and they had to like chug it or whatever.
No, I do. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like I have had those, but it doesn't really pop in my head.
If you haven't had them, that's great. That's a great life if you haven't had them. So.
I know, right? But I remember seeing the bottle, so that's what I'm thinking is like, did I just know the bottle or did I actually have it? I don't remember if I did or not, so I can't really say. I'd say I probably have. I just don't remember having it.
Yeah. I remember when people were coming out with those and it was like, you got to chug it or whatever. Like, it's a Smirnoff Ice. And it was Smirnoff Ice. I don't know why Smirnoff had ice, but I don't know. Smirnoff isn't even a premier like vodka. It's just like a cheap vodka.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like one of the more expensive type vodkas, right? So it's kind of like, I guess that's why they did it kind of as a Smirnoff Ice type thing. I mean,
yeah, Smirnoff is one of those like $9.99 or $14.99 bottles. You get a big one, like you don't want to drink it straight. You just want to mix it. But
JT says Jaeger is a bit too cough, man. No, it's a bit too nasty. It's what you want to put there. It's nasty. Do not like any Jägermeister, Ouzo, Absinthe. I put them all in the same camp. Like literally, I may do Malort before any of those, which I'm not a Malort fan, but I would do Malort before any of those other ones for sure. Which, if you haven't had Malort, you probably don't want to have it. But if you
I had it in Chicago when we were there, maybe was it in Canada when we had it?
We had it in Niagara, yeah. And you were
that's when it was. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, because Mal brought it. That's what it was. Yeah, Mal brought it.
I mean, I can ask you about it, but I know your answer is like, oh, it wasn't that bad. You were like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Like, you were like the most optimistic of all the people there. Like,
you're exactly right. I did that. It's like, oh, here's some left in the bottle. I was like, I'll drink it. It's like, okay. I was expecting way worse, but I was like, it's not great. But this wasn't what I thought everybody was saying. It's like, oh, this is the worst thing I ever had. I was like, no, I don't think it was, but
yeah. And I'm sitting there wondering, like, what the fuck is Todd Drake in his lifetime that Malort is not that bad?
No, right. It's not a bad thought to have, actually. Like, what is going on right now that I'm actually seeing somebody drinking it and not really giving two shits about it?
I thought I don't know. I have no idea what Todd may have drank, but apparently Malort sounds one of the worst things ever. So, you're right. It's not as bad as Jaeger. I agree with you. No need to fight you on it. I agree. I would do Malort before I do Jaeger. So,
I don't disagree with that either.
We used to do the 3RD, rifle shot Jaeger, Goldschlager, and Rumpel. Rumpelmintz is another one I throw in that category.
Oh, Rumpelmintz.
Layer shot, they don't mix. F you up. Yeah, I bet they would for sure. Like, yeah, Rumpelmintz is one of those ones I have with Jaeger and Goldschlager and Ouzo and Absinthe as well. Like, they're on my do not drink list. They're on the list, but it's kind of like if there was something intriguing about them, I might drink them. But I'm just saying offhand, they're not the ones I actually favor along those lines. But yeah, I thought we'd do a little bit of the drink association for tonight because that's kind of fun just to see thoughts on stuff as well. But outside of that, it's always a great time to be out here. So
that was a good segment there. I like that because it was like a lot of drinks I've never even thought about for a long time. Like,
yeah, we'll try to bring that back on the different episodes. I can't do them all now, obviously, because it'll run out. But I have other ones I'll bring up during the next few episodes and stuff too. So, but yeah, we're going to extend it out from not just beer, but beer, liquor, cocktails, wine, whatever. Trying to find some of the common stuff. We're trying to figure out what Todd may have drank out there, and then kind of so. Because like myself, Todd, a worldwide drinker, so he's trying different things. So yeah. No, but that's fun just to kind of see, and then a lot of these drinks bring back memories and stuff. It's kind of like the whole Bacardi 151. I mean, the Dr. Pepper, like I said, like that brings back so many memories of. It's sad now because people can't get Bacardi 151, but back in the 90s when we go to parties and you'd have the flaming Dr. Peppers and before it became a fire hazard, so to speak, at bars. I mean, that was like a blast. It was like a show getting shots and stuff, and they'd have like these pyramids flaming 151s, and yeah, they get the party started for sure. I feel like, I don't know, being a Gen Xer, we pushed a lot of shit to boundaries for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Kind of got restrained in and stuff, but we were like the generation, like, let's see how far we can go or whatever. It's kind of like, you remember like being a kid, like, our parents were kind of like, be home when the light comes on or whatever it may be or whatever.
Right, yeah,
yeah. We would get on bicycles and we would fucking ride all over town. Like, we'd be all kind of places we probably shouldn't have been type things. And it was just like an adventure for us to go out. And I think of kids nowadays, they really, I don't know, the world's different where maybe they don't get to experience some of that stuff. But we were like out there doing it. We're like the fucking Goonies. We're like the Goonies generation. Let's go out there and just do shit,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because just
right
right up to the malls and stuff or whatever, and what really probably supposed to be doing that, I'm sure, but we did. So.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, here's a cave. Let's go in and see what's in it, type thing or whatever. It's kind of like, we didn't have any of the what do you call it, the hand sanitizer type stuff. Like back then, we get all dirty and all kinds of stuff. We didn't have hand sanitizer. Like, you just rinse it off with some water, get the hose.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, it was a totally different thing or whatever. We just
really even that. You're just like, I just wipe it on my shirt. I don't need no.
Just wipe it on your shirt or whatever. Yeah,
it's clean. It's good.
We're out there doing all kinds of shit we're not supposed to do. We're climbing trees we're not supposed to climb. We're like, hey, here's a tree here. Here's a rope. Let's see if we can make a rope swing. Nothing was ever checked to be safe, or whenever we do it, and evident at some point it would snap on someone, and someone goes,
yeah, right, yes,
like,
yes,
and we'd be like, you weren't with us, when you go home, you weren't with us, like type thing.
Right, we wasn't here. You didn't see us. Yeah.
They go to the ER or whatever, get their arm patched up, but we just did all kinds of different shit and cutting through yards and running from dogs and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's kind of sad that like a lot of kids don't experience that now, but that was just the fun of growing up back then in the 80s and the 90s and just doing shit that we weren't supposed to do. Yeah,
the good old days. The good old days.
It was funny as kids. It was like parents or older people would tell us like, "Don't rush it. Enjoy your youth while you can," or whatever. And it's like, "What are you talking about, old man?" Or whatever. Blah, blah. Now it's like, yeah.
Right? They're like, "Oh, should have listened. Should have listened.
Should have enjoyed it more than I actually did enjoy it." So yeah, and we had the imagination of stuff back then too. It's kind of like just, we didn't need the video games or electronic type stuff. We come up with shit in our head to do.
Oh yeah, make up your own. Yeah, make up your own shit.
take your own adventure, go into the fucking woods and make like forts and all kinds of shit, and just it was just different. It was a different time.
It's totally different.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe getting older now, I'm kind of just reminiscent of the times we had back then. But I just feel like it's just kids today are just too ingrained inside. They don't get to feel the outside. They don't get the chance to vibe.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we used to always go out and play in the streets or softball or not softball, but wiffle ball and football or basketball. And as I grew up going through my mom's neighborhood as I got older, it's like never saw a kid one outside doing anything. I'm like, where are these kids at during the summertime? I know they're out of school. Like, where are they at?
And we used
probably
to
inside playing PlayStation or whatever. Yeah.
I'm talking about some of the weather stuff here, but it's like when we were kids, we love when fucking like snow would come because we can like go out and make extra money, like shoveling someone's driveway or whatever.
Oh yeah, yes.
You go by your no kids have come by at all. Like, hey, can I shovel your driveway or whatever? Like back in the day, like that was an instant hustle for kids. Shovel someone's.
I remember one time when I was a kid. I remember one time we went to this old lady's house and was like, "We'll shovel your." Oh no, it wasn't shovel. We would break leaves.
Yeah,
and she had a big ass freaking yard too. End of the day, we didn't negotiate terms or anything, but I just assumed it was going to get like at least $10 or something. I think we got like $2 in a canned Coke, and we were out there for like it was almost like a whole Saturday. It was like, really, come on, are you serious? Like, come on. It's like dummy us, I guess at that time. I was like, you didn't think about that, so you just,
like they got child labor laws against this now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, no, it was a different, it's kind of weird like seeing that now, it's funny, like just the different stuff, and people pay for the companies to come kind of shovel something. But back in the day, it was like, oh, a snowstorm, let me go see if I can shovel this or shovel that or make a few extra bucks and stuff. So nowadays the kids stay in, I guess, and play the video games until whenever. Yeah, it's interesting, but that's all I got kind of for tonight. Yeah, times have definitely changed, but I think we're pretty much done for the evening here, and appreciate everybody kind of hanging out and having some fun. And come back in a couple weeks, we'll do it again and have a blast. Anything you want to add, Todd, on your end at all?
I don't know. I'm glad to be back at it again. It's fun. Yeah. It's like it was a good night tonight. Like a lot of people chiming in, so it was fun.
Yeah,
it was good time.
Shout out to everybody that came back, Big Daddy and JT and Liz. It was great seeing and
bring back a lot of nostalgia and old memories tonight for sure.
Yeah, you have to let Trez know we're going back on Thursday nights again because I know he.
Oh yeah.
Checking in because he's usually working during this time. So Fridays, I think he was off doing other stuff. But yeah, no, it's all great and appreciate everybody spending some time with us. Hopefully, everybody stays warm and safe as we head into the weekend. And that being said, we'll go ahead and get ready to sign off. Great to see you all, says JT. Definitely. Cheers. Great to see you as well, my friend. And thanks for everybody that tuned in. And we'll catch up with you guys in a couple of weeks, if not before. And y'all have a good one and a great weekend. And stay safe out there. Stay warm. Cheers, everybody.
Absolutely. Cheers.